Martin Perez and the White Sox have reportedly agreed to a one-year deal. I'm Rich Acker.
The Infinity Sports Network is on your smart speaker. All you have to say is, play Infinity Sports Network.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Here's a riddle for you. What do yoga mats, a toothbrush, and a Hyundai have in common? I'll give you a moment. Time's up. If you guess they're all fun, well-designed, and super useful, you guessed wrong. The answer is you can order all those things on Amazon. And the best part, you won't even have to break down a car-sized Amazon box after, because you'll pick up your Hyundai at the dealer. Hyundai, now available on Amazon. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Limited availability. Pick up through a participating Hyundai dealership in select markets. You are your family's biggest supporter, so make sure they're protected today with affordable online life insurance through Ethos. Up to $2 million of same-day term life insurance coverage in as little as 10 minutes for as little as $2 a day. It's 100% online, and there's no med exams, only a few online health questions. The mortgage, kids' education, and other costs could all be covered through Ethos. Straightforward protection for the people who matter most. Get a free quote at tryethos.com. That's TRYETHOS.com. For the ones who get it done. Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. There were two games in the American Athletic Conference last night. UAB beat Tulane 81-69, and it was Tulsa over UTSA 82-77. USC's Juju Watkins, UConn's Paige Beckers, Notre Dame's Hannah Hidalgo, and UCLA's Lauren Betts headlined the Wooden Award midseason top 25 list that was released yesterday. The Wooden Award is given to the most outstanding player in college basketball. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Pirate Radio is your radio home for the NFL playoffs. Tune in Saturday as the Chargers take on the Texans.
Snap to Herbert, drops deep, throws deep down the left side, over the shoulder, diving catch by Darius Davis in the end zone. Touchdown Chargers!
And after that, it's the Steelers at the Ravens in an AFC North showdown.
Jackson runs to his right. He's going to lane 40, 35-30, down the near sideline. Jackson on his way to the end zone. Touchdown Ravens!
Catch all the playoff action right here on Pirate Radio, your radio home for Super Bowl 59.
Here we go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Craving wings that kick it up a notch? Wings Over Greenville is launching an all-new buffalo flavor lineup you won't want to miss. Try the fiery heat of Afterburner or blast off with the bold liftoff. And that's just the beginning. Order straight from Wings Over. No third-party apps are needed. Wings Over Greenville delivers your favorites hot and fresh right to your door. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new buffalo lineup. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Josh Aldridge is the brand new defensive coordinator at East Carolina. When you think about East Carolina football before you had interest in this job, what did you think about?
I thought about a passionate fan base. I have a lot of coaching friends who have coached in the American Conference, and all of them rave about the atmosphere at home games in their stadium. And, I see all the pictures and things like that online, and that was what I had heard, just how supportive of a fan base it is for a Group of 5 school.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
The unexpected can happen at any time. You need to think about things like life insurance in advance, people. Ethos makes it so simple. Just choose your coverage. You can apply in minutes. Get covered in real time with no medical exam. Just answer a few simple health questions, and you're on your way with up to $2 million of term life protection, with policies starting as low as $2 a day. Ethos is approving over 2,000 families a day for life insurance protection, all online and hassle-free. Try ethos.com. Get your free quote at tryethos.com. All righty. Let's go to Spencer in Tampa. What's up, Spencer?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Thanks for calling.
What up, bro?
I just got to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and how a few months ago you all did NFC South predictions. And TJ was the only guy on the show that predicted my Buccaneers win the division.
Come on.
I got to appreciate it.
My man, Spencer.
Yada, yada, yada. A mariachi band came in and trolling
No,
today.
no, Spencer. Don't let, because they've been.
What does it
It has
matter?
nothing to do with the Cowboys. Give me my props, Spencer. I appreciate you, big dog, because I'm just getting crapped on today. So I needed something like this to make me feel good.
That's my man right there.
Well, Spencer.
Just had to give some love. Thank you. Go Bucks. Really love the show. Appreciate you guys taking my call.
Spencer, has anyone ever told you have something in common with Carl Anthony Towns?
No, I do not.
Well, you and Carl gave TJ his flowers today.
Thank you, Spencer.
Spencer and Tampa.
My man, you call back whenever.
There you go.
Yep.
We are about to break new ground, guys.
We didn't do that already?
That's true.
Breaking news?
No, but break new ground. We never had a Bill Belichick press conference moment with somebody other than Bill Belichick in the press conference moment.
True.
We have yet to have a Jim Harbaugh moment. It's not press conference moment. It's right. It's his Harbaugh files. We've yet to have a Harbaugh file without Jim Harbaugh in it. But we're about to. Justin Herbert, starring in this edition of the Harbaugh Files because he's telling a brilliant Harbaugh story.
Sometimes people that are standing on third base think they hit a triple, but they didn't.
The Harbaugh Files.
What was the first time, maybe during off-season workouts or something that Jim said where you were like, this guy's definitely different?
I think when he talked about remembering the day that he was born was probably the first day that he kind of told us the whole story and how he remembered looking out the window, and I think it was a cold, snowy day. I really hope he does remember that. That'd be pretty cool.
The Harbaugh Files.
Which window?
Don't you think that's a fitting first ever non-Jim Harbaugh featured edition of the Harbaugh Files?
I would say so.
Pretty good.
Remembers the day he was born.
I really hope that's real.
Normally, a head coach tells stories, the players have to buy into it, right? And when they tell it, like, the coach is full of it, man. How can we trust him about anything? But do you think there are members of the Chargers who believe that Jim does believe he remembers the day he was born?
I believe that Jim believes that, but in no way does he actually remember the day he was born.
And then the doctor slapped me.
Like, come on.
I don't know. We'll ask Jim if the doctor slapped him. Let me ask you this question. Out of all 32 NFL head coaches, if one of them had to remember the day he was born, it would be both Los Angeles coaches, right? Sean McVay, who remembers every detail of every second.
I see.
And Jim Harbaugh.
If Dan Campbell told me that, I'd probably believe it.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Out of fear?
Yeah, I just agree with everything he says yesterday.
I remember when when I bit my doctor's kneecap.
Right, exactly.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Welcome to Staples.
I am so pumped. My business is going to kill it this year.
Awesome. How can I help?
First, a new computer.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you save big on tech.
And new posters.
Save on custom printing, too.
And,
a new chair?
A chair? Who has time to sit?
Maybe all your new clients?
Now you're talking.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you'll find huge savings on custom prints, storage, chairs, and tech. And now save up to $175 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rajay Harris, and I will be at the Shimmer on Greenville Boulevard, January 11th. Please, 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 please come out. I would love to see everybody, as y'all been showing me love my entire career here at East Carolina. I'm super excited to sign autographs and meet the fans. Hey, meet me there.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged
Hey
up.
there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown and Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown and Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Hey, Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We believe. Not only did we win the fight, we won the game. Hell yeah!
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Flip that, Shirley.
Miss Shirley, have you scanned your MVV card back on Pirate Radio? Now!
Have you scanned your MVP card? I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's the tater right there.
It's a damn tater. So you're the
You can't say that.
This is the worst human being I've ever known.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can be a part of today's show by joining us on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, where we have a lot of new content coming out each and every day. Already got a couple of the interviews you'll be hearing on this show on Pirate Radio TV. We talked to Holton Ahlers and Danny Beal. You'll see those videos and hear those interviews coming up in today's program. Also, Ken Watlington will join us, his first appearance in 2025. And I've been talking about it throughout December. All football season, we ranked our teams in the state of North Carolina, and it was an ugly year. It was a pretty awful year. Duke had a good year. Everybody else pretty much didn't. East Carolina really soared up the rankings towards the end of the season. But now we shift gears to basketball. And I did a solid 13 to 18 minutes of research today, and I have the top 9 poll in honor of WNCT Channel 9, the top 9 teams in the state of North Carolina in college basketball this year. We'll update it every week. Did your school make the list? Spoiler alert, my school did not. East Carolina not in the top 9. They could go a little ways in potentially making next week's poll if they knock off Temple tonight in Minges Coliseum, but it'll be the Pirates and the Owls. Surprising number as far as the spread goes in that one, which we'll tell you about in just a moment. But Ken Watlington will join us to talk some hoops, some football. We'll get his thoughts on Washington and Tampa. Is he his normal negative self when it comes to the Commanders and all the teams he roots for? Or is he positive, Ken? We'll find out today when he joins us coming up in about 20 minutes. Coming up, hour number 2, we will talk to DB Danny Beal and find out what he's up to. Danny's been doing a lot of stuff around here at Pirate Radio. He's got the Danny Beal Show, new episodes coming out here in 2025, something to look forward to. but also trying to further his baseball career, doing all he can to keep that dream alive. And he'll tell us what he's up to. We'll hear from DB coming up in the 4 o'clock hour. Patrick Mason, I believe, had a dentist appointment or something. Not able to join us in studio, but we will go out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line, talk to Patrick Mason from the Daily Reflector, get his thoughts on Pirate Hoops, kind of recap, tie a bow on the Military Bowl, his experience there in D.C. and Annapolis, and talk about where his Bears are coming off a win the final week of the regular season against the Packers. We'll talk some NFL playoffs and more with P. Mace. And Holton Ahlers will join us on today's show as well. We'll get Holton's memories, some of them cloudy, from his trip to Annapolis. He and Cade Norman painted the town purple, and we'll talk about that. ECU finishing the season strong and more with Holton Ahlers coming up in our show. We've got Shirley Rhodes here, Jared Watkins, intern Grayson back, learning the video production ropes today. And no left side, strong side. Once again, haven't seen Suit today. Is Suit gone? Is he already gone? Suit's on his way to Florida?
They're in South Florida.
He's in Florida?
Zach Kaplan posted something stupid on Twitter that nobody's going to understand.
Well, let me check that out then and see if I understand it.
Maybe I'm the idiot. I don't know.
I'm the idiot.
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
It's the best Cuban food I've ever had. It's the best tacos I've ever had. All right, Zach Kaplan, 26 minutes ago, said, made it to South Florida, and look what hotel room I ended up in. Has to be a good omen for Penn State tomorrow night, right? Folks, he is in hotel room number 10409. Yeah, I don't get it.
Is that when Jerry Sandusky got arrested?
Hey, Casey. I mean,
sorry.
What a hack.
I mean,
you are a hack.
Talk about hacks. I mean, Penn State's kind of a one-trick pony.
10409. Was that the amount of pounds the Joe Paterno statue was that they had to?
That might be the amount of cover-ups Penn State has.
All right. A lot of Penn State jokes going on. Shirley, can you call Chon and see if he'll answer? And we'll find out what he's up to and find out why room 10409 means something to Zach Kaplan, who apparently cried after they beat Boise State.
See, I was watching the game with him, but it was New Year's Eve, and I don't remember that. So maybe there was a little.
Chandler remembers, you don't remember. What time did you start drinking on New Year's Eve?
It was like 8:30, but it was they were going down pretty easy.
What should I do on Sunday?
This Sunday?
Yeah.
I know me and Paul will be at the Buck watching Skins.
So,
but I'm taking it. Yeah.
Couple of things. I watched week 1 there. Guess who they played? The Bucks.
The Bucks.
Guess what happened? They lost. Do I tempt fate? Do I say, obviously I'm not going to wear the same clothes I wore that day?
Can I tell you, if it were me?
Yeah.
I would lock myself in a room, no lights, not even a light on, just pure darkness, watching the TV.
That sounds like what I would like to do. Yeah,
maybe get a
and it's Sunday night.
Yeah,
it'll be cold. Like I don't want to be out there.
It might be snowing and freezing rain this week.
Yeah,
weekend.
I would say right now I'm about 95% leaning towards watching it at home in a room by myself.
Well, we would love to be around you, but.
So last time they had a Sunday game against Atlanta, awful first half. I left the Buck at halftime, went home, and basically did what you just said, watched it in a dark room. I went out of the room, and before I looked, I just kind of said, we're going to overtime. And my wife popped up and said, what? Huh? What's wrong? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were sleeping. I was giving her the exciting news that the Commanders were going into overtime, which she didn't care anything about, but I just needed to talk to another human at that time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had to say something. So then I quietly celebrated in overtime when we won. So I'll probably watch it by myself. Jamie says home, wings, and alcohol anytime your team is in the playoffs. I need to think about the food situation too. for Sunday night. Man, Commanders in the playoffs. It doesn't happen a lot, so I'm in rare territory here. Let's check in with the chat gang real quick. Jamie says, "Hey now."
Hey
Wrong
now.
one, Shirley.
Hey now.
Hey now. Jamie says 2 questions. Oh, this is a 2-question question.
It was a 2-question question.
He says, is Chon hitting the casino in Miami, and will he be back in time for work Friday? I'm going to say yes and no to those 2 questions.
I never really got clarification on when they were leaving. I mean, I guess they leave Friday morning, but
I didn't know he was leaving today, but I guess I should have assumed he was leaving today.
well, I mean, the game's at 7:30 tomorrow, so they could leave Wednesday or Thursday morning.
It's Chandler.
Yeah,
Chandler takes off to go to cover a game at Minji's like 3 hours early. Like if you were Chandler, if you were playing the Chandler card today, you'd leave around 4 o'clock to get to Minji's tonight for the game. You got to set up shop, you know.
Get some food.
Jerry's in. Hey, Jerry. Wait, that could be Chandler. If it is, I'll have him say, "Hey, Jer Bear" to you. Jerry, you want to put more words in my mouth today? Sorry, Jerry. We're good. We're fine. Oh, we got a thumbs up. Let's head out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. More like the Hard Rock Power Sports Live line, as the game will be at Hard Rock Stadium. That was a wimpy chuckle I heard on the other side. Chandler, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Clipper, what's up, bud?
Do you got a good tan? Do you have a good base tan?
No, we were actually under some shade at the Tiki Bar downstairs.
The Tiki Bar. This guy's at a freaking Tiki Bar. What's the weather sitch there?
We actually saw somebody with an ECU hat as soon as we got to the Tiki Bar, which is pretty cool.
Cool. I didn't ask that. What's the weather?
The weather is 72 degrees, and it is beautiful here.
I just said hello to Jerry. Anything you want to say?
What's up, Jer Bear?
Oh, man, that sounds good. Also, just for S's and giggles, left side.
Strong side.
Even though you're not here, that made me feel good. Jamie had a couple questions. He said, is Chon hitting the casino in Miami? You can answer that one first.
I'm debating that, but I probably will have enough drinks where I will throw a couple down.
And will you be back in time for work on Friday?
I will actually, I think we will be back by 2 o'clock on Friday. You think so? 2 o'clock? If we don't have a flight delayed, I'll be back. We will be back by 2, and I will join the show and recap my trip to the Orange Bowl.
Okay. And, yeah, we got to do some playoff picks as well.
Yes, I'm excited about that Super Wild Card weekend. Can't wait.
All right. Is Zach near you?
He is.
Can I talk to him real quick?
Sure, absolutely.
All right.
How's that for timing? Hello, Clipper.
What's up, Zach? We'll check in with you in your normal spot coming up around this time on Thursday. But Jared and I would like for you to explain your tweet. We do not understand the reference you made. You said you made it to South Florida. Look what hotel room I ended up in. Has to be a good omen for Penn State tomorrow, right? You're in room number 10409. So why is that relevant?
Because 409 is the number of wins that Joe Paterno ended up with at Penn State. Controversial number. Some will say, some will say make it about other things, but that's a big number around Happy Valley, and obviously didn't end the way anyone wanted, and
yeah, especially a few guys,
a few youngsters.
But at the same time, the program doesn't exist now if it wasn't for him. So
okay,
it's a lucky number for Penn State fans.
How? What's your nervous versus excitement level for going into this tomorrow night?
I don't think the nerves will hit me till tomorrow, to be honest. I mean, we could talk about it tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
But the big thing is, I'm like, I got to take today to enjoy it. Just being here, a little bit warmer, than North Carolina at the moment. So enjoy today, and then tomorrow I'll be stressed and just trying to keep myself together before the game, and then just, Chandler and Joe will have a tough task tomorrow. Penn State's defense is has a tough task as well, but Chandler and Joe are going to have to keep me from just trying to reverse jinx Penn State the first chance any first time something bad happens.
Yeah, what's so you're there, you want to have a good time, and man, day drinking in Miami just sounds like a dream, but like you don't want to be like plastered and not remember the game. So like, what's your like plan for tomorrow as far as drinks and pre-gaming and stuff?
I think like everything, in moderation. I want the Penn State offense to be early and often, but I got to, keep my cool, act like I've been here before, Clip. If the Commanders made the NFC Championship, like, it's been a while, but got to act like we've been there before and, not be phased.
All right. Well, y'all, what are y'all doing tonight?
We got some dinner plans. We're going to hang out by the pool, see if we can't make some friends, and it's a good time down here. Bring some stories back to Greenville for you.
I'm going to make a friend.
Oh, I know out-of-town Chandler. I heard via YouTube yesterday that you are the ladies' man, so you're going to make some friends.
Oh, Chandler? Are you kidding? Oh, Cliff. You kidding? I mean, it's easy for Chandler. Nothing.
Yeah. All right. Y'all boys have fun.
Thank you, Cliff. All right.
We'll call you tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Sounds good.
There is Zach Kaplan and Chandler Honeycutt. Look at Jared posting on Chandler's picture on the video. Pirate Radio salesman and work skipper. How about that? First week of the new year, 2025, you really want to hit the ground running, and your salesman leaves town. He better come back with like a big account. Hard Rock or
the Dolphins.
What's the Orange Bowl? FedEx? It used to be FedEx. Who sponsors the Orange Bowl?
Capital One?
Capital One, probably. Yeah. So there you go. Sean and Zach. What a dynamic duo.
Poor Joe.
Pray for Joe. Lane says, Jalen Hurts masterclass incoming. Can't wait for ECU baseball. Don't even know why we have a basketball team. Let's build a baseball super team. There are Lane's comments today.
Nice.
Would love to see the Eagles lose to the Packers for multiple reasons. One, I wouldn't mind if the whole Eagles organization ceased to exist today. I wouldn't mind if Thanos snapped his finger and the Eagles dissipated. But two, it would keep Washington from, if they win, playing the Lions.
Yeah.
Because the Packers are the 7. If they win, they would play the highest remaining seed, which would, of course, be the 1. Well, that would give Washington a team, an opponent not named Detroit.
I think the Packers got a great shot.
I did until, like, the last 2 weeks. I don't know why I'm so down on Green Bay right now. But how did they end? I know they lost to the Bears.
They lost to
didn't they lose the week before?
Yeah, to a really good team, though. But outside of the Bears, all the teams they lost to, like, had to combine 5 losses.
Yeah, we talked about it with Mully yesterday. They lost to the Eagles, Vikings, Lions, Vikings.
Yeah. So,
they got a little bit of Commanders in them, though. They didn't really beat anybody that good.
Yeah, but it depends on what your definition of good is. I don't like to throw the Cardinals into a bad team category.
Commanders beat the Cardinals on the road. The Falcons aren't good, but...
No, but they're not bad.
So really the only good team we beat was Philly, and they didn't have their quarterback.
So do the Raiders have a better win than a lot of, like, some playoff teams?
Who would that be? Oh, Baltimore
yeah.
On the road. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Cleveland has a better win.
Yeah. But I'm super proud of the Commanders for beating the bad teams.
Yeah.
Like, that's a sign of a good team. You beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. Yeah. I think that's one of the signs.
We did not.
The Raiders beat Baltimore, and then the next week went out and lost to who? Was it
Carolina?
It was the Panthers. Yeah. Like, that's not that I need to tell y'all this. The sign of a bad team.
Walked right into that.
Kaz says hello. Mike P. got a Blackstone for Christmas. He's got folks coming over to watch games this weekend. Usually do wings and air fryer, but thinking of making breakfast food on Blackstone. Does that make sense for football? Bacon, eggs, pancakes, maybe some steak for breakfast burritos. Yeah, I'm not like, it doesn't have to be wings or traditional football food. I mean, I might cook me up a nice spaghetti for Sunday night.
That'd be pretty good.
I love making a spaghetti.
Some ziti.
Yeah, something Italian. We got some leftover. My wife's made some kind of like ravioli and mini meatball soup. So we got cheese ravioli left over.
Yeah.
I might could do that.
I got like 10 containers of vegetable soup in the freezer that my grandma gave me. I might cook that up this weekend.
Great soup weekend. Good nacho weekend. You got to think outside the wing box.
You like
sometimes.
to make them spicy? Like the nachos?
George likes it spicy. Why, you got any tips?
No, I was really just wanting you to say.
Oh, okay.
Clip likes his nacho spicy.
Clip likes his nacho spicy. Clip likes Elaine. Chad is in the house. What's up, Chad? Noah said, why do I see Chandler's face, but here's Zach Kaplan's voice? Noah says, meeting girls by the pool, need some on-location vids. Yeah, Jamie wants. We need videos of Chandler and Zach talking to females. That would be great. Let's take a break. When we return, K-Dub. Mike P said, Chan coming back with Michael Irvin as a reoccurring guest. If you could give me Edgerrin James or one of my boys from the U, Santana Moss, Clinton Portis, give me one of those guys as a regular on Pirate Radio, I would say the trip is worth it, Chandler. So those are your commands. All right, I did my research. I've got the top 9 college basketball. Ken Watlington has them as well. We will go over our rankings. How does Ken feel about the Manders? How does Ken feel about life in general? We'll talk about it when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Here we go!
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
It's our last big sale of 2024. Bostic Sugg Furniture is packed. The showroom is stacked. It's all gotta go, and that's a fact. Now it's all gotta go at end of year savings. Take an extra 10% off store-wide on beautiful sofas, sectionals, recliners, and leather furniture, dining sets, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. Plus up to 70% off clearance items. Now this is what end of year savings is all about. Don't miss the last big sale of 2024 on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate Radio is excited to announce that Inky Johnson will be the 2025 Leadership Luncheon Speaker on Monday, March 17th. Inky is one of the most highly sought-after speakers in the world. Some of his clients include Chick-fil-A, State Farm, AT&T, the University of Alabama, the University of Texas, New York Knicks, New England Patriots, Baltimore Ravens, and Atlanta Braves. For sponsorship information, please contact Mark Alexander at 252-327-2173, or you can email him at mark@pirateradio1250.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Happy New Year, Ken Watlington.
That was last week.
It's the first time I've seen
Happy New Year, Clip.
All right, are you one of those guys? When does the
what's
Happy
it
New
Larry
Year run
David
out?
said? You know, after January 3rd, that's the last day you can say Happy New Year. Was it the 7th?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still past.
I am late today. I'm going to continue to do it I see someone for the first time in the new year. And if I don't see you till July.
Happy New Year, so-and-so. Clip, St. Patrick's Day was yesterday.
Ken Watlington joining us. I am perusing the NFL lines for the weekend to see if we've got any line movement. And Ravens are 9.5. They were 10 yesterday. Buffalo's 8.5. Is that about where they've been?
That's what, yeah.
Okay. And it looks like everything else standing pretty firm.
Minnesota went down to 1. It was 1.5.
Okay. I'm questioning that game. I think I'm going to go Minnesota.
I love Los Angeles.
I know you do. You love everything about Los Angeles and California and their lifestyle.
Not so great out there right now.
No.
Oh, what do we got? Fires?
Yeah, lots of fires. Really, really sad stuff going on.
Man, yeah, I saw that on social media. Ken, the Commanders are 3-point favorite, or I'm sorry, 3-point underdogs.
I mean,
at Tampa Bay.
I've decided after the last couple of weeks, I'm not going to start watching the game till about midway through the fourth quarter. Because why, right? They've won 3 straight games on their last play.
Jaden Daniels, of course, it was not him on this past Sunday, but I don't know if he has a record or is up there for like most touchdowns thrown in the final minute of a game.
Yeah, he is leading the league in most fourth quarter touchdowns, I think.
It's been pretty great. And then Marcus Mariota hit Terry McLaurin on Sunday.
He looked pretty good, didn't he?
To give him the win. And when he's come in, he has looked very good.
I hope we don't need him. But if we do, hey, pretty good backup.
So I saw, did Dan Quinn say Daniels had some leg soreness or something like that? Or
I don't know. I don't like to hear it.
No. As to why he didn't play the second half.
Yeah, I was curious because I was in Charlotte.
Because they needed to win, although it turned out they didn't because the Bears beat the Packers.
And as I'm watching the game, the sound wasn't on. They had the Panthers game on, of course. And, you see he's not starting, so I'm thinking, oh, he's resting everybody. Then you see McLaurin, you see B-Rob.
Everybody else played.
Wait, did he get benched? Because he was not particularly good in the first half.
Yeah.
So, whatever. It worked. Everybody's healthy. They won the game. First 5-game winning streak since 1991.
That ain't true.
100% true.
First 5-game winning streak?
Since 1991.
Let me look at 2005 real quick.
Or I guess maybe I made this up. But... something about 1991.
I can't remember if it was 5 in a row or we don't go, or 4 in a row. It might have been 4 in a row or we don't go, where they won the final 4 games of the season. And there you go, Ken. 5 in a row or we don't go, and they won.
Well, before that,
first 5-game winning streak since 2005.
Also a good omen because that was the last season they won a playoff game.
And where was that game at?
I think it was at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
And is Chris Sims starting for them this weekend?
One could hope.
That would
especially
be
at age 51.
That would be fantastic. So you sound somewhat optimistic.
I mean, why not? We're in the thing. Let's enjoy it. You were talking with Zach Kaplan earlier about his stress level and everything. I'm not stressed at all. If they lose, so what? It's been 12-win season. They've kind of gotten out of that funk that we've experienced for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years.
30, 40, 50.
So, I mean, things are looking bright, hopefully, and will continue to be bright as a Washington Commander fan. But let's win the whole thing while we're here, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One at a time. Chad has a question. Does Ken have a stance on the big flag controversy between the city and Camping World? Okay, before you answer.
That's a controversy?
So I remember seeing this.
It's been a controversy. I'm not sure it's one here yet, but it has been in other places. Statesville, out in the western part of the state, there was a huge kerfuffle between the company and the city as far as what you could do, what you can't do. And I think they're trying to figure out here what you can and can't do. So I don't think...
So there's a big, giant American flag. Is that what he's talking about?
There is already a big, giant American flag. They want to put up an even larger flagpole and an even larger flag.
Holy moly.
And right now, city ordinances and zoning laws and what have you say, well, you can't do that. But I think they're trying to figure out.
It almost sounds like we're trying to create a controversy and say, you're not American enough.
Yeah.
It all sounds kind of stupid.
You can't fly an American flag.
You can't fly an American flag in America?
The flag they are proposing, I forget the square, but it was pretty much the size of a regulation basketball court.
I mean, the one they got is already bigger than my apartment.
At some point, does it become a little obnoxious?
And most of these Camping World locations, and you'll see it, there's one on I-40 just west of Greensboro out by the airport. Most of these locations are off a freeway. This one is right smack dab in the middle of Greenville. You will see this flagpole from just about any spot.
I'm trying to get Ellerby.
Do I have a stance? No, but we will continue to report what happens.
Yeah, he's an unbiased reporter.
Yeah.
Kaz said, I thought this was America. Exactly.
Where my country going?
I'm trying to get Ellerby to fly Commander's flag out front of the Pirate Radio building.
And I think that's another thing one of the city council people was talking about. If we allow this, people can fly any kind of flag they want to anywhere, which, again, we are the United States of America.
Chad said it goes to the city council Friday. They say the flag is too big and the pole is too high.
And they're going to run that up the flagpole and see what happens.
Hey-o.
There we go.
Kenny says, never. It's American. All right. I mean, so what is... We need to get off this topic probably, but what are the cons to it?
I
it's
think
too big for what?
The main con is the actual flagpole. Hurricane comes through. This thing falls over on surrounding buildings across Red Banks, across Arlington.
On houses.
Yeah, I don't think it would make the houses there on the other side of Evans, but you never know. And I think they're just trying to figure out, all right, is this safe? It's not a patriotism thing. I think that's the Marion Blackburn we spoke to yesterday on WNCT. She was like, "This is not. We're not anti-American. This is not a patriotism thing. Patriotism thing. We're trying to figure out, is it safe?
Are the lights an issue with it too? Because I drive by it and those lights are way too bright.
They're powerful, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be to shine up that high. Yeah, maybe.
That's like the Kenny Rogers.
They're doing their due diligence.
The chicken roaster.
Chicken roasters or whatever.
Yeah. But once we
I'm stressed.
We haven't gotten to the point where the CEO of Camping World has come to Greenville, just like, start making the.
Is that still Lamonis?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't he have a TV show? Jamie says, "Let your freak flag fly."
There you go.
There you go. All right, Ken. Let's talk college hoops.
Let's do it. We're in the thick of it now, right? For the most part, I guess college football's still going on. But
yeah, and I'm not all the way in. I'm not 2 feet in on college basketball. I kind of follow it night to night and look at scores. Here's what I know: Auburn is really good.
Auburn's very good.
Although they're not number one.
They will be next week. Tennessee is number one. They got blitzed last night. Yeah, their first loss of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that Duke is really good.
Duke's very good.
They hammered Pittsburgh last night.
I'm going to say it. Hopefully it jinxes Duke. Duke's going to go 20-0 in the ACC.
Nah.
Who's going to beat them?
I mean, they'll probably drop one they shouldn't, but
you would think. But ACC's pretty weak this year.
Yeah.
So who is ranked in the ACC?
Duke.
All right, name the other teams.
Ranked?
Yeah.
None.
None.
End of list.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Is it not? Maybe does Duke play at SMU? Maybe a sleepy.
They just played over the weekend. I think maybe that's the only time they play.
I was thinking a sleepy game in Moody Coliseum or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they could get them. But
do they travel to Stanford or Cal?
Yes, back to back. J-Bone.
Oh.
At Cal, at Stanford. Maybe they lose one of those weird ones.
Maybe.
Looking at their other.
You never know with Carolina. I mean, Carolina has looked a little better in the last few weeks, but I just don't think they're good enough to beat Duke very often.
I'll take a minus 250 on they don't lose the home game.
Okay.
In the
Fair.
ACC.
Yep.
And then what would it be like? It's still got to be plus money that they would run the table in the ACC, I would think.
Yeah.
That's a tall task.
It's in the 100s.
Since they've gone to 20 games, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, no one's gone undefeated. But that's hard to do.
That is a good segue into our top 9 college basketball teams in the state of North Carolina. Ken, you said there are how many teams?
There are 19 Division I colleges and universities in North Carolina playing basketball. Obviously, all of those don't have football, but we're talking basketball. 19. They run the gamut in the net rankings. One of them is ranked number 2. I guess you can figure out who that is. And another is ranked 351 out of about 360.
I hope that's not us.
It is not. East Carolina, I'll just go ahead and roll it out there. 212 in the net rankings right now. 212. Duke at number 2. Next closest, North Carolina up to 39 after last night's pretty dominant win over SMU.
Okay.
Only 3 North Carolina schools in the top 100 of the net rankings.
All right. We'll see if they're my top 3, but I don't think they are. So, number 1, we're going Duke.
No question. There's a big gap between number 1 and 2 through 9.
All right. For number 2, I didn't have them number 2 originally, but I looked at what they've done so far. I've put the Wake Forest Demon Deacons at number 2.
I disagree. People will look at UNC's schedule, see they're 10-6. All 6 losses are to.
That's why I didn't have a 9th team.
Quad. You didn't have UNC in there at all. A lot of people are down on UNC, and rightfully so. They've squandered a lot of chances to beat good teams, but
all their losses are
to Quad 1 teams.
Yeah,
and they've won 4 out of 5. They've done some on the road. They won in Madison Square Garden against UCLA a couple weeks ago. They're trending upward. I don't think they're trending upward to be top 10 in the nation like they were to start the season, but I don't think they're as bad maybe as people thought they were going to be a couple weeks ago.
That is very fair, and I probably should have UNC there. I'll put them number 3 behind Wake Forest. Who do you have at number 3?
I do have Wake Forest.
Okay.
Yep.
They are 11-4.
Yep. They got a big win over State.
They beat NC State
over the weekend. Which kind of, separates. We do the head-to-head. These things matter, right? And I got Duke, Carolina, Wake, the only 3 North Carolina schools in the top 100 of the net rankings.
All right, number 4, I had them originally in my top 3, did move them down to number 4. I've got the UNCW Seahawks.
I love my Seahawks. I got them at 9.
Holy crap. All right, we're going to have to go through
this. And this is metrics. Now, to me, in my heart,
I'm all eyeball, baby.
And watching them, I think they're better than the 9th team in the state. But the metrics say they're 11-4, nice record. But 3 of those 4 losses are quad 4 losses, and 2 of them are at home.
Ken,
to Colgate.
If I wanted a computer to come in here and talk to, I'd have Siri do this with me. No, I want Ken Watlington.
I'm going to keep the Hawks at 9 right now.
Clint, my eyeballs saw them lose to Howard.
And they had a career game from Kamari McGriff, scored 30-some points. He could not be stopped. They stopped giving him the ball. They lost the game.
He should be the anti-crime dog.
Well, he was great that game, and then they stopped going from him.
All right. Well.
So you have UNCW at number 4. I have UNC Greensboro at number 4. They're 105 in the net rankings. I got the fighting. I forgot. They're the Spartans.
Yeah. So there is a logjam with my final 3 teams, and right now. I have
final 3. Oh, we're dropping. That was just number 4, right?
I'm just to say, like, I have UNCG. Almost have 4 teams tied at the back end of my rankings, but right now I do not have UNCG in my top 9.
Okay,
come on, man.
They are the next man up.
They have the 4th best net ranking in the state.
Spartan up.
All right.
You're not going to like my next 2 then if you don't have them.
1, 2, 3, 4. My number 5 team. I don't love it, but I'm going to put North Carolina State there, and they better beat Notre Dame tonight, or they could be off the list completely.
And they got Carolina at home on Saturday. So, yeah, they've got a tough little turnaround this week. I have NC State at 7.
Okay.
The Davidson Wildcats, 106 in the rankings. I have them at number 5.
That's fine because I have them 6th, and I have no problem with them jumping NC State to be number 5.
Number 6, we're going to travel to Alamance County and clock in the Elon Phoenix. They are off to a hot start. They've won at Notre Dame. They are the highest rank in the net rankings in the Coastal Athletic Association, which includes UNCW, A&T, Campbell, so other North Carolina schools. So Elon, a surprise team in the rankings at 110 in the country right now.
You know who else Elon beat? Your beloved UNC Greensboro Spartans. Which is why I have Elon ahead of UNC Greensboro.
I was just looking at the metrics.
I know computer
the quads. Look, once this starts to get the conference games get going, we'll start to figure this thing out a little more. But
I have Elon coming in at number 9 in my rankings. Okay. A very good start to the season for them. All right, so now we are collectively at number 7, I guess.
And I got State.
I have UNC Asheville. This is where we get to the point with 4 teams, Asheville, High Point, Elon, and UNCG, where they're all kind of together. Right. I'm going to give Asheville, they have beaten Western Carolina. They have beaten High Point. They lost to UNCW, which is why I have UNCW ahead of them.
Okay.
But also they have Justin Wright, the former Farmville Central Jag, who I wanted at East Carolina, and I've just learned yesterday he was at UNC Asheville. I don't even know if he's playing.
And I went to that UNCW-UNC Asheville game, and I do not remember him playing.
Oh, crap. Okay. Asheville's my number 7.
I got number 7 NC State, and number 8 I have High Point.
Number 8 I have High Point. They have wins over App State, NC Central, but they have losses too. Now, this doesn't make any sense. I say High Point lost to High Point. That must have been the scrimmage they played.
Yeah, the purple-white game or whatever.
UNC Greensboro did beat High Point.
Yep.
But I'm going to go a little bit off last year, and I'm going to put High Point a couple spots ahead of UNCG.
Okay.
And then at number 9, I have Elon rounding out my group.
So for the most part, we have the same.
Who's your 9th?
UNCW.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. So UNC Greensboro is my next man up. Who did you leave out? Asheville?
I got Asheville at 11.
Okay.
I kind of did look at it like this. I got Appalachian State at 10, Asheville at 11. Both teams Wilmington beat, so that put the Hawks a little bit higher.
There's your list, folks. And I do have for UNCW something I like about them. This is the North Carolina rankings. They've beat App State, East Carolina, Campbell, and Asheville.
Good point.
So that's pretty strong as to why I have
and they really do have some good wins, too. And, some Sunbelt wins over Marshall, Georgia Southern. They went on the road, beat USC Upstate. But, God, you can't lose at home to Colgate.
Yeah, that's rough. And I really want to put UNC Greensboro in because I like their wins. They have a win over High Point.
Yep.
They beat A&T. I like their wins against Furman and Wofford. And again, I don't know how good they are, but I know that those teams have made the tournament in the past.
Historically, they're good Southern Conference teams.
But their loss to Elon is going to keep them out.
Elon's pretty good.
So there you go. There's your top 9, folks. Hopefully your school made it. Hopefully East Carolina can get there by the end of the year.
Bottom of the rankings, we got Western Carolina, A&T, and North Carolina Central.
Mike P said, Ken seems obsessed with quads, big leg day guy. And he said, what's up with all these quads? What about their delts, pecs, lats? Does the upper body matter?
We'll get into the other metrics.
It's 2 little butt cheeks.
That's right. Let's see. Jamie says, every time I bet UNCW, they lose to Towson. Okay, why can...
Well, Towson was the number 1 pick in the conference preseason. They struggled out of the gate. A bunch of their good players were hurt. They're back in full force now, and Wilmington absolutely, the bet against them in overtime the other night.
Shout out to Zach Maskovich.
Yeah, he surprisingly didn't gloat about it.
Now, what's ESPN doing calling that game a tie? I saw that today.
Well, I have this saved too. I pulled up the score tracker as that game was going on.
If you look up Towson and let me click on the box score because it says they tied UNCW 50. Yeah, a final 57-57 final.
Also, at one point during that game, it had Towson up 41-0. I don't know if you could see it.
We got a lot of screw ups here.
The Tigers led the Seahawks 41-0 with 10 minutes 58 seconds left in the second half.
When did this game happen?
Last Thursday.
So what exactly happened? All right,
it went to overtime. Yes.
65-61 was the real final.
Yes. So
ESPN just said screw it. Yeah,
the worldwide leader.
Yeah.
Nah.
We're not following this one anymore.
Yeah, Hawks blew a 10-point lead. Towson came back, forced overtime, and then Wilmington only scored 4 points in the extra frame. Ugh.
Oh, man, I left out Mike P's he said more like Ken Squatlington with all these quads. Very good. Very good. All right, let's take a break. When we return, more with K-Dub and more with your amazing comments that you are leaving on the YouTubes. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after these words.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Harris breaks free, has the first down, makes a man miss. It's a foot race. Rajay Harris, 86-yard touchdown.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? It's your guy, Rajay Harris. Please come out. I would love to see everybody. As y'all been showing me love my entire career here in East Carolina. Hey, meet me there.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at David Price Construction.
Construction.com. Go Pirates.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact... every bite is better with Pepsi.
Pirate Radio.
You know, if you're going to put your name on something, it better be your best work.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tub Thumpers Beverage House is located at 623 Red Banks Road in Arlington Village in Greenville. And it's your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. Tub Thumpers is your place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Tub Thumpers, where your next favorite drink is waiting. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday, still to come. Danny Beal, P. Mace, Patrick Mason, and Holton Ahlers. Plus our Fleet Feet rundown. East Carolina in action tonight, trying to make it into Clip and Ken's top 9 in the state of North Carolina. Ken, you watched or followed any high school basketball to this point? You know,
haven't really.
Yeah,
just seen some scores here and there, and yeah, you know, we're about to get into the heat of that season too, I guess.
When's the last time you cared about a Hornets game?
I saw they won last night. That was pretty cool.
They did. All right, good. J-Bone
broke a 10-game losing streak.
Great reverse jinx. So they beat the Suns?
Yeah.
How about that?
Booker had 39, I think. They still won the game.
LaMelo played 32 and 10. Hey, I didn't even know the Hornets won. Yeah. I am so
How about that?
Out on them.
8 and 27, I think, right?
Good God. What a disgrace. Yeah. I saw there was a show I watch where guys do a draft, and their recent one was the worst pro sports franchises, and I haven't watched it yet, but I've got to think there's probably 20 picks. I got to think the Hornets are up there.
Oh, yeah.
If they're even relevant enough to be remembered. As far, like, who are the worst pro sports franchises right now?
The Athletics of wherever they play now.
Yes.
Chicago White Sox.
Yes.
New York Giants.
Definitely. Honestly, is our team in there, or did we do enough this year to make the playoffs to get the Commanders out of there?
Oh, they've for the time being, they're out.
Okay.
I bet you all my money, all 3 pro sports franchises I cheer for are in there.
Really?
Yeah.
White Sox, Hornets. Jarrett's going for the sweep.
Yeah, that checks out. I'm sure there's some hockey that I kind of just don't know that's one of those. I'm thinking more NBA.
I mean,
the Kings. No.
Yeah, the Kings have to be in there.
Which is such a shame. They were so much fun, Ken, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
They were so much fun these last 2 years.
Yeah.
They extended Mike Brown in July and then fired him a week ago.
You don't see a lot of like coaches and players not involved in the organization reacting to a firing like they did with Mike Brown. A lot of coaches spoke out on that.
Well, I mean, I think they fired him because the players on the current roster spoke out about it.
De'Aaron Fox said that wasn't true.
Well, I mean, okay.
So looking at, you got the standings up. As bad as the Hornets have been, they're still not even the worst team in the conference.
Yeah, the Wiz. The Wiz are really bad.
And the Raptors.
Yeah, that was kind of a fall. The Blazers up there, I know that they were pretty relevant with Dame, but they've been awful since then.
Recently, the Pistons.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pistons. They keep getting like number 1 draft picks and kind of just haven't figured out a way to turn it around.
I'd put the Clippers up there, honestly.
Yeah.
They got the new arena, though. It looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's just a shame that it's wasted on them.
They are 20-16.
Really?
Is Kawhi Leonard, is he alive?
He came back and just got the report he is stepping away from the team due to the fires.
Just him.
Oh, okay. Due to the fires.
Yeah, his family had to evacuate, so he's going to be with them.
Fair enough. Jamie says the Cincinnati Reds.
Well, they were just in the playoffs 3 or 4 years ago, right?
They have been pretty irrelevant in my baseball watching life. Honestly, like the Royals were until they went to the World Series a couple years.
The Atlanta Braves?
No, the Braves they're going to be on the top list.
They stink.
Whatever. You know how many people would wish they were Braves fans, Ken?
Have they signed anybody yet? Who's going to pitch?
There was a Pirate Radio report that said Jeff Hoffman could be a Brave. Would you like that?
Sure.
I would like that.
Can he get anybody out?
I like old Hoffman. I hate that I have to root against him with the Phillies.
They got Charlie Morton signing with the Orioles.
You don't care about that.
Well,
you wanted Charlie Morton back another year?
Who's going to pitch?
Some guy we've never heard of from the farm system. They always do that.
Bryce Elder?
We're fine. Bryce Younger will play this year. Who cares?
I've never been so down on the Atlanta Braves.
That's crazy. And it's also not true. When they were tanking, you were down on them.
I mean, sure, but just the playoff performance the last couple of years, and then now in the offseason, they've done absolutely squat. Spring training starts in like 3 weeks.
Pitchers and catchers report tomorrow.
Basically.
I don't know if that's true.
Dale Murphy's going to be a starting center fielder. He's 63.
Hey, it was cool. Dale Murphy came to Greenville
That's right.
a couple years ago.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Inky Johnson will be in Greenville coming up in March. And Rajay Harris will be at Shimmer Boutique coming up Saturday, 11 to 1. And you can go out there, get your picture and autograph from Rajay. How about the Pirates winning against NC State, Ken? And I said bowl games don't matter. Let me change my tune because that one mattered.
Oh, that did that
one matter.
It was starting to play out eerily similar to the Carolina State game to end the regular season where, State, took the lead. Carolina rallied back with about 2 minutes left to take the lead, but left too much time. And I kind of think that's how it played out here. ECU had enough time to be able, and they got that big run from Harris, and one that'll go down in history as one of the great plays in Pirate lore.
Ken, talked to your buddy Zach Kaplan earlier. I should say coworker. I don't know if you are buddies.
We're colleagues, sir.
You're a colleague. What do you think about his Knits taking on Notre Dame tomorrow night?
I like Notre Dame to win the whole thing.
No, you don't.
I do.
You ever heard of Ohio State?
I have. That's why I'm picking against them.
Have you watched them lately?
Yeah, I did. I saw them about a month ago lose to Michigan.
That one's still lingering with you. The Irish knock off Penn State, and then they knock off who? Texas or Ohio State?
Ohio State.
All right.
Why not?
Let's turn back the clock, baby.
Yeah,
Notre Dame.
Lou Holtz.
Relevant again. I talked to a buddy I hadn't talked to in a while. He's a fan of the Orioles and Notre Dame, and also threw the Commanders in there when I was talking to him. I was like, hey, it's the early 90s again, man. All those teams are relevant.
Starter jackets are back.
Just like they were when we were kids.
Yeah, those are the days.
But it is it's pretty cool to see Notre Dame
I think they've kind of been forgotten leading into the playoffs. Like because
they get to this stage and lose all the time.
And they lost earlier this season at Northern Illinois, so they were just written off, and then they've been pretty much running amok since then.
Yeah, and they look good doing it against the Bulldogs of Georgia. All right, Ken, good stuff, man. Anything we should be on the lookout for at Channel 9?
Just tune in.
Watch us. WNCT, not on your side.
There's always news.
There's always news. Noon, 5, 5:36, 10, 11. Mornings, weekdays, starting at 4:30. We got some snow. I don't know if you've heard on the way.
Is it coming here?
It's looking increasingly likely that we'll get a trace to up to about 2 inches or so here in the Greenville area. The forecast is still fluid, but winter is coming.
Winter is coming. I was at my parents' on New Year's Day, and happy to report that Young and the Restless is still on
Yes, it is.
WNCT Channel 9.
It is.
And if you haven't watched it in 20 years, pretty much all the same characters are there. When I saw Cricket, I was super hyped.
There's 2 things you can count on at WNCT that will always be on your side. And The Price is Right comes on at 11, and The Young and Restless comes on at 12:30. And I tell you what, when one of those shows gets interrupted for whether it be severe weather or, I don't know, the funeral of a president, which is happening this week, why are you showing this? I want to see Plinko. I don't care about this.
Victor Newman is on his 8th wife. I got to see what happens.
Who won the Showcase Showdown?
I can't watch it with Drew Carey. I can't watch it with anybody not named Bob Barker.
I can't watch it when I'm not sick, because that's just what it reminds me of. It's like I'm homesick from school.
True. Yeah. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
Take a break. Come back. When we return, we'll talk to DB, Danny Beal. You'll see and hear that when we return Hour 2 Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We'll check in with Patrick Mason coming up in hour number 2 later on this hour on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. And we've got Holton Ahlers coming up in hour number 3. Right now, you will hear if you're listening to the radio, or see if you're joining us on YouTube. By the way, give us a like, a subscribe if you haven't already. As I had a chance to talk to Danny Beal a couple of hours ago, get caught up with DB. He's got some exciting stuff going on for him personally that he talks about, and talk a little sports as well. Here's my chat with the former Pirate pitcher, Danny Beal. Joining us on Pirate Radio Live on this Wednesday, DB, Danny Beal, live from, I believe, Mecklenburg County. Where you at, Danny?
Pineville, everybody.
Pineville? What's going on in Pineville?
Getting ready for my my pro day on Sunday. Looking forward to it. Getting some work in. Just threw a bullpen and went well, so looking forward to it.
A few questions on that. Where is your pro day?
It is in Pineville. It's at this facility called Tread. We'll have probably 60 to 70 guys at this pro day on Sunday that'll throw in front of a bunch of MLB scouts, and hopefully I'll get a shot, and we'll go from there.
That's awesome, man. Good luck to you. What are they looking at everything? I've been to a lot of football pro days, never been to a baseball pro day. So what are you, just throwing off of a mound, and what all will you be doing?
Yeah, it's going to be a first for me. This is going to be interesting. I've heard about it. I've seen videos and stuff on YouTube and TikTok and whatever else, but I think it's just going to be, I'll throw to a catcher. There won't be any hitters.
And then it goes,
scouts will gather around with their radar guns and their clipboards and all the normal pro day stuff. And I'll throw like 25 pitches in about 10 minutes. And then if they like what they see, they'll give me a call. If they don't, they'll tell me to screw off, and we'll go from there.
I know for these like pro days and combines and stuff, a lot of guys don't like it because they're not playing football. They are trying to do their best at specific drills, basically. So, like for you, is this going to be what you did during a game at Clark LeClaire Stadium, or have they told you they want to see more of this? Like, what's it going to be like for you?
There were certainly some things postseason, both after 2023 and this year, that scouts obviously wanted me to work on specifically, and I think I've done a better job of that. In here with the coaches are great, and Carter Spivey's been a big help because he's got the same coach as I did. Him and I are doing the same program that he did. They got him signed, so proof's in the pudding. But no, I mean, I think it'll just be kind of showcase what I've worked on the past few months. Obviously got the chance to be in Greenville and work out at the field, and be with the guys, be with Trey, be with Carter.
Okay.
All those guys, and then get to come here every
Warm up with
couple
our
weeks.
winter
But
savings at the
no, I'm
Beaufort
just excited
Hotel.
to showcase what
Plan
I've
your
been able to
winter
work
escape
on.
and save up to
Gotten better at
20%.
since
The
college,
premier
and
vacation
see what
destination on the
happens.
Crystal
Yeah,
Coast
that's
is
awesome,
nestled
man. We
on
wish you
10
the best
acres
of
and
luck. Carter
overlooks
is
the Rachel Carson
a great
Reserve,
story
home to
because
30
he's out
wild
there
horses.
playing ball with
Discover why
who?
Beaufort
What
was
was
named
that
the
team
best
they were
small
on?
town
The
for adventure by
independent team.
USA Today
Florence
when you stay at the
Y'alls,
Beaufort
The Y'alls.
Hotel, where your
Ben
Outer Banks
Benzo
adventure
Williger was on that
begins.
team too.
Visit
Big Ben, part of that squad as well. And,
Visit
who wanted to extend his career, but I remember talking to him, and he was basically like, hey, man, I'm still having fun playing baseball. It was a pretty cool experience, whereas Carter used it to springboard him to the Guardians organization. So on that note, Danny, do you want to try to keep this thing going as long as you can? Would you try to get into independent ball, or is it kind of major league or bust for you? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's different paths, different stories for everybody. Obviously, with Spivey, his goal was always to keep getting to the next level and stuff, and that's the same kind of goal with me. Obviously, if independent ball is in my story, then that's the path I'll go. If not, hopefully the affiliate ball with the major league team is the way it goes. But I mean, I've a lot of people have asked me that question, and every single time I've said I can work the rest of my life. I can only play baseball for so long.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep riding that train,
Warm up with our
keep riding
winter
that horse
savings at the
till it
Beaufort
dies.
Hotel.
Hopefully,
Plan
I
your
get a
winter
chance
escape
after
and save
Sunday,
up
and
to
I get a couple
20%
calls
off.
and get a chance to play.
The
But
premier
if not,
vacation
we'll
destination on the
figure out
Crystal
if
Coast
it's the
is
best
nestled on
decision for
10
me
acres and
personally to keep
overlooks
playing.
the
If
Rachel
not,
Carson Reserve,
we'll go from
home
there.
to
But
30
I'm
wild
going to keep
horses.
playing until somebody tells me I'm not good enough anymore.
Is there it'd be cool if we could all throw as hard as Trey Savage and Gavin Williams. Unfortunately, we can't do that. Have they given you is there anything off the field, tip wise, they've given you, or is it all just about your ability basically at this point? What team's seeing you?
That's a good question. I think it's a little bit of both. I think in college recruiting is a lot different than pro recruiting.
Yeah.
And I say pro recruiting, it's more about just picking out, who's good at, you're getting paid. It's your job now, as opposed to college where you're part of a team, you're wanting to win. After college, it's a lot more individualized. It's a lot more, what can you do for me? What have you done for me lately? That kind of thing. College recruiting's, they're watching how you get out of your car, how you walk to the field, how you act towards your teammates, what you're doing in the dugout in between innings as a pitcher. All of the little things apply. And I think it's to an extent here too as well. But this is a lot more performance-based as opposed to when you're in high school getting recruited to college. So I think now it's obviously, I think they'll look at prep work, the post-throw work, all that stuff. But a lot of it is based on just, are you good enough, I think is kind of what it's going to come down to here in these next couple of weeks.
Danny Beal joining us. DB, I love talking to guys you're in your position, your age, because you are simultaneously training and also being trained. So from the training part where you've worked with kids, you've worked with other guys, how much have you enjoyed that? Is that something that you maybe want to get into your next stage of life, coaching, training, staying in the game of baseball?
No, it's been awesome. I've gotten the chance to obviously work at Young's and do lessons, and that's been great. I've gotten the chance to work with a lot of good kids that are very passionate about baseball, as well as their parents, as everybody in Greenville knows. But it's been a privilege of mine to be able to, at least expand on my knowledge of the game and give them what they need to be able to succeed at whatever level they choose to compete at. And I've learned so much stuff here just because it's on such a greater scale of they're catered to a lot of pro guys in here. I've seen Jameson Tyon thrown in here. Paul Skeens was in here a couple weeks ago. It's cool to see guys like that. But at the end of the day, it's been a great experience to be able to learn more about the game. And if the path for me is to coach, then I'll know that I'll have a lot of knowledge through Coach Godwin, Coach Knight, and all the coaches here that have helped me a ton. And it's a cool experience, even if it doesn't work out.
DB joining us, and unfortunately, Danny, I think Cliff Godwin's run at ECU's over. I saw a preseason top 25. Pirates aren't in it, so it's
Listen,
done.
That's
right?
one poll, everybody. I know I saw on Twitter everybody's freaking out because we're not in top 25 for perfect game, which is a poll nobody gives a crap about. But let's all relax. The Pirates are going to be fine. Let's not push the panic button yet. For the God's sake, it's beginning of January.
The funny part is I haven't talked to Cliff about it, but it's so funny, man. If they're in a poll, he wants to ignore that because it's rat poison. So do I say, hey, Cliff, congratulations, you're not in the top 25? How do I approach that with Cliff Godwin when I talk to him?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't even think he's seen it or gives a crap what it looks like for right now. I think he's of the mindset it's January. If we get to opening day and people are doubting us, he'll use it as the Nick Saban rat poison. He'll use it as motivation for the guys. Like, nobody believes in you, and if we're in polls, great, go out and prove it. He's good at motivation factors like that. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how high we're ranked. We've been ranked in my 4 years. We've been ranked in the top 5 and gotten swept by Tulane or gotten beat 2 out of 3 by Wichita State. So anybody can get beaten on any given day. It's the way baseball is. That's why we love it.
Planning to talk to both Austin Knight and Jeff Palumbo next week on Pirate Radio Live. Danny, what is this portion of the calendar year like for the Pirate players? As you know, February, it's go time. How about at this point in January? What are the guys doing now?
Yeah, normally it's pretty slow when you get right back. I mean, normally Coach Godwin has the guys get back a week before school starts, just to kind of get back in the flow of things. And then when school starts, you hit the ground running. And he's always done a great job, at least since I was in school. Even before that, just making sure that we're prepared and we're not, behind the 8 ball when school starts, because it just adds another layer of conversational, stupid things that you have to worry about on top of baseball. But you get into preseason where for a couple of weeks the position players get their feet back under them, get back used to playing together in the infield and the outfield. Pitchers are throwing bullpens, and then I think 3-4 weeks before the season starts is when we'll start scrimmaging, and those are like the high intense scrimmages because everybody's playing for a job. The freshmen are done learning how to play East Carolina baseball in the fall. This is all about, hey, like, you want to play, go out and earn it. So these next couple of weeks will be imperative for the pitchers to earn their spots, position players to establish themselves in their roles. And I'm looking forward to it, man. This season's going to be fun. There's a lot of new faces, which it goes to show why we're not ranked and all that stuff.
Right.
I'm excited. This pitching staff's going to be elite. Coach Knight's done a great job developing them. And you're going to see a lot of guys that you don't know step up. You're going to see a lot of new guys, like, the freshmen that are elite in their own right. And position player wise, it's the same thing. Coach Godwin's always going to have them ready, and Henry's going to do a good job developing their approaches throughout the year. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, preseason rankings, I don't think they've ever been important, but what you just mentioned there with the portal and everything, these college sports preseason rankings are more useless than ever, right? I mean, you really don't know until you get out there for a month or so.
No, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, like, you obviously see, like, SEC school kids
Sure.
going to another SEC school, so it's like, oh, well, he was good at this school, so he's definitely going to be good at this school, and that's not always the case. I mean, we have a lot of guys that are, have good talent that haven't gotten the chance to play, which is exciting for them because they get to pitch at a high-end university where, they're going to get looks and they're going to get opportunities to prove themselves. And I'm excited to see those guys get a chance where they were, highly ranked coming out of high school, and they finally get a chance to tell their rubber in a big situation.
All right, Danny, let's quick fire here. We'll start with the state of the Patriots. The Pats fired Gerard Mayo. What's next for New England?
Mike Vrabel, that's what's next.
You know what? Everybody's saying that right now, but
I don't.
Everybody wants Vrabel.
I don't necessarily agree with Mike. Like, I'm half and half. Kraft put Mayo in a horrible position, a terrible roster, a rookie quarterback with a brand new OC, brand new coaching staff. And so I think firing him after 1 year is kind of unfair. Now, my dad has made this comparison multiple times because he's a big hockey guy. So we fired the Bruins fired their head coach who had 3 great years, won the President's Cup a couple of years, but they fired him in the middle of this year. The St. Louis Blues then fired their head coach to pick up the Bruins just recently fired head coach.
One man's trash, another man's treasure, right?
The GM's reasoning was, hey, when you have some sloppy Joe in front of you and then the guy next to you gives up his ribeye, you're going to take the ribeye and throw away the sloppy Joe. So it's one of those things where it's like, Vrabel's available. You might as well take a chance because he's proven that he's a good coach. He wants to be a Patriot. Like, if you've seen the stuff of him when he got inducted to the Patriots Hall of Fame last year, he was all like, there's no other place like this, which kind of honestly led to his Titans demise. But Vrabel's a good coach, and everybody thinks that he's going to bring Josh McDaniels with him. So I don't know. Drake Mason truth. That's all I can tell you. Drake Mason truth.
He looks good. So. Jared, do you happen to see what I had for lunch today, by the way? What I was cooking up in there? Made Sloppy Joes last night.
How about that comparison?
Nobody brought in a ribeye for me to trade off, so I stuck with the Sloppy Joe. All right, DB, let's talk college football playoff. If Ohio State doesn't win it all, who wins?
I don't see a world where they don't, man. I honestly think whoever wins the Cotton Bowl is going to win it. I think there's no way that Notre Dame's got, that Penn State too, that northern tough form and run power, like that kind of thing. But it's just Texas has a great defense. They've played down south. They can cover kind of the firepower that was the SEC, and Ohio State's hot. I mean, that Michigan loss was the greatest thing they had to all season in hindsight. But I think if it's not Ohio State, it's got to be Texas.
Do my Commanders have a chance Sunday night against the Bucks?
Hot take, because they're what seed are they? The 5?
6.
Right? 6. Hot take.
Hot take.
I think they make it to the NFC Championship game.
Ooh.
And I don't know if they win it, but I think they make it there. Because think of it this way. If the Eagles don't have Hurts on Sunday, it's a flip of a coin. Because the Packers, yes, they haven't played great, but it's still, they don't have their quarterback. They're going to start Kenny Pickett. You have a home game against Green Bay if Green Bay wins that game, because the Vikings de facto are probably going to end up being the higher.
Well, you're skipping around there, though.
Do I have that backwards?
So the Packers would play the Lions. Washington would play the next highest seed.
Oh, so you'd be on the road either way. All right, so maybe I have that mixed up. Either way, I still think the fact that Jane Daniels has looked as well as he has these past couple weeks, like, yes, there's rookie mistakes in there, but his firepower, dude, and if he keeps feeding McGuire, you should be excited. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You should be excited.
And, man, Jaden's running right now like he was in October and September, so that's exciting, too. I don't want him to get killed, but, man, when he's running the ball, we are so dangerous. So
and you guys played the Bucks earlier in the year, and that was very, very early in Jaden's career and season. So that's the only film they have on him. So
it was week 1, and it did not go well, and I think it'll go a little different this time. So
exactly, for sure.
AFC side, anybody touching the Chiefs? Josh Allen's year, Lamar Jackson's year.
No, it's as much as it pains me to say, no. Like I've seen this movie with the Patriots where everybody doubts them. They don't look good, but they're 15-1. Like, they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. They're probably gonna win it. Like there's as much as I want Josh Allen and as much as I want Lamar to win, they'll win MVP and then the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. It's inevitable.
That has been the story. Random basketball pick tonight. How about Seton Hall at home, Danny?
Who they got?
They've got a Big East matchup. DePaul.
What's the spread?
3.5 now. I think I got a little lower than that. Let's go with the Pirates.
Yeah, I take that deal.
Speaking of which, speaking of Pirates, what's the line, Jarrett, for ECU Temple? ECU minus 3.5. Woo, buddy. Yikes.
Respect. Where's that? Is that in Philly or is that in Michigan?
No, that's in Greenville.
I don't know what is going on with them. As a lot of people were looking forward to this season, but December was just a train wreck. So they got to get it back on the rails before the season falls into not coming back mode.
Into Bolivia, as Mike Tyson would say. DB, good stuff. Thanks for joining us, man. Looking forward to, no matter what you're doing with your life or career, talking Pirate baseball with you this season. And also, we ran a Best of Danny Beal show for an entire day last week on our Best ofs. Do we have any more of those coming up?
We do. Next week we'll have Austin Knight. We got a couple other great guests coming up. Kevin Young, Carter Spivey. So look out for that on the way to opening day. But looking forward to some good guests, some good testimony, some good stories, and be on the lookout for that episode next week with AK.
DB, appreciate you, man. Keep up the good work. And good luck coming up. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep, keep you guys in the loop. I'll see you next week.
There is Danny Beal joining us today inside of Studio C. Well, actually, I was there. He was across the state getting ready for a pro day, so we wish him the best of luck on that. We'll have a lot of Austin Knight coming up. He'll be on the Danny Beal Show, and I believe he will join me in the Pirate Radio studios coming up next week. Going to talk to both Coach Knight and Jeff Palumbo ahead of ECU baseball season. Let's take a break. We'll come back. P-Mace, Patrick Mason, will join us on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Hit a couple of sports headlines with P-Mace and get his thoughts on the action going on in college football and the NFL, and he'll recap his trip in Annapolis, too. When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate.
Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Jimmy John's introduces the Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club. Enjoy premium roast beef or turkey, crisp bacon, smoked cheddar cheese, and an all-new creamy sriracha bourbon sauce to take it up a notch. All on freshly baked French bread. This Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club is here for a limited time, so get yours today in-store or on the app. Watch for Jimmy John's popular pickle chips coming soon and peppermint cookies in December. Jimmy John's on Fire Tower Road, Cotant Street, or Moy Boulevard in Greenville, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
This is Carson Wistenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. And America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. And when you're planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Shirley Rhodes, Jared Watkins, intern Grayson. Maybe we've got some time in hour 3. We'll get to know intern Grayson if she's willing to speak on a microphone. Although I understand she's already spoken on the show. One got through the goalie there during the Danny Beal segment, apparently. More on that perhaps in a moment. So, brought up the fires in California earlier. That is affecting the sports world. The Kings home game versus the Calgary Flames. That's the LA Kings, talking NHL here. That game has been postponed, and the NFL is monitoring the fires when it comes to the Vikings-Rams game, which is scheduled for Monday night. At least 70,000 people have been ordered to evacuate, a number that keeps changing because evacuation orders were continually being issued, officials say. The NFL is closely monitoring development, so something to keep an eye on there if they have to move the game, which that one is scheduled for Monday night in L.A.
They're saying like this could be like Hawaii was. You know, with the fires?
Maybe. Pretend like I don't. What happened in that situation?
The whole
island
a lot
burned?
of devastation and destruction.
Those things are, they're just like impossible to get a hold of, it seems like, once it gets going. That's
well, in the right weather conditions, if you don't, you don't have enough rain, you got enough wind to kind of push the fires and kind of, well, for lack of a better term, fan the flames. Yeah, those things can spread pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, every part of the country has is there any part of the country that does not have natural disaster worries? Let's go out and ask Patrick Mason on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What do we have there in Illinois, Patrick, to worry about?
Maybe just like the random tornado, but
yeah,
we're probably pretty, and I guess some blizzards, just like some lake effect snow, but I wouldn't classify that as a natural disaster. Maybe
I guess
some random tornadoes.
Yeah, northeast, would that be pretty good? Because that
seems pretty safe.
Yeah,
I mean, besides snow.
Yeah, which they're kind of used to, I guess. But you've got the earthquakes and the fires out west. Obviously, the hurricanes here. Tornadoes in the Midwest, South as well with Texas. Does Arizona have any natural disasters?
That ocean effect snow like that could.
In Arizona, I don't know.
I mean, could they be? I mean, it tends to be a dry heat type thing. I mean, could they be privy to wildfires?
I don't think there's anything to burn. It's just
it's just mostly dirt, but I'm just saying it gets hot out there too now.
Wonder if a Google search will
let's argue about it.
All right, so no state in the United States is completely free of natural disasters, but some states have a lower risk than others. Those states are Michigan. It said the Great Lakes provide natural protection from major disasters like hurricanes and earthquakes. Interesting. Montana. The vast wilderness of Montana makes it relatively free from hurricanes, tornadoes, and earthquakes. Vermont. Vermont has had few natural disasters since 2000, along with Maine. New Hampshire. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, how does, just having a lot of land stop you from having an earthquake?
Obviously, you don't understand science, and I'm not here. I'm not Bill Nye.
I mean,
Patrick.
I feel like if there's more land, there's more chance for the earth to move.
Who was the player? Was it A.J. Brown? I might have made that up. It was a wide receiver, I think. And I saw it on Facebook or something, and it was this player met his hero at the game. And I was like, oh, who's that former player? I feel like I should know who that is, being a sports guy. And I had to look at the caption. It was Bill Nye.
He just recently won the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
They hand those things out to anybody.
He's free? Him and John Voight? Riding around in John Voight's car. All right, New Hampshire, Delaware, we're in the Northeast, Wyoming. Arkansas has only had one declared disaster since 2021. How about this, Patrick? Iowa has had only one declared disaster since 2021. But Iowa, you get tornadoes, right?
Yeah, they had like 3 or 4 this summer.
Yeah, I don't like tornadoes, man. I'd rather almost deal with hurricanes than those tornado pop-ups, but I don't know.
Yeah, you know a hurricane's coming for a couple of weeks. A tornado just drops on your head while you're sleeping.
And then Maryland has only had 37 declared disasters in its history. Now, this is AI talking to me, so I don't know if it's true or not.
Jaylen Brown is the one whose hero is Bill Nye.
It was a basketball player, Jaylen Brown.
And does Montana have like a super volcano that's bound to erupt any time that could possibly like end civilization?
Syphilis? Is that what?
No, civilization.
Oh, okay, civilization. Montana.
I thought he said civilization too. So
well,
just
that
don't
could
even...
also end civilization.
Montana super volcano. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
All right, let me Google that up real quick. Patrick, you didn't know we were going to talk about this today. Yellowstone caldera.
Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be some Mondo thing just dormant, hanging out, sleeping.
What would happen if the Yellowstone supervolcano erupted? You don't want to know. Ash.
Really?
Would fall for years to decades. And
it
would
could block out sunlight. It could affect the crops.
Yeah.
Not the crops.
Needed that rain.
Choke out your water supply and your fish.
I'll tell you who needs that rain.
So there you go. Natural disaster talk. If anybody would like to jump in, please do. Okay. Jamie says Midwest or tornadoes. No crap, Jamie. Thank you. Arizona has fires. Pike dated a lady from Maryland. Congratulations. Oh, no, he's got a joke. He dated a lady from Maryland. She was a natural disaster. Hey-o. Wow, Pike.
But here's the thing, too. Nowhere is it listed that wildfires are natural disasters. They don't list that. When you're talking about all the states that have low risk, you're talking about tornadoes, earthquakes, and hurricanes.
Well, true. Yeah.
Isn't fire like a natural element, though?
It is a natural element.
I don't know, Captain Planet. I guess but most of them are most caused by humans, like flicking cigarettes or.
Yeah, I mean, I think California's just dry. That's why.
Yeah. Man, scary stuff. Scary stuff. We hope. I want everybody to be safe out there. Patrick, how was the trip to? Well, first of all, did you have a dentist appointment today? Is that right?
Yeah, I was just getting back from it, and I'm in my 30s and still cavity free, baby. I'm on top of the moon, feeling good.
Incredible! Shout out to you, Jared. You had cavities before?
Brother.
Yeah,
I've had like 8 at one time.
Grayson, very personal question. Have you had a cavity?
I've never had a cavity in my life. Actually, I have very white, beautiful teeth.
Let's join the club.
I haven't been to the dentist because I don't want to know.
Oh, yeah. I'm scared of dentists, doctors, everybody that can tell me how many things are wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Stay away.
This was my first dentist appearance since, 2019, to be real.
Have you told your mom? She's going to be super proud of you, man.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be stoked. So you did what? You actually took care of yourself? You
did
good? So I'm happy.
Congratulations to a PMACE cavity-free for another year. All right. How was your time in Annapolis/DC? Did you have fun up there?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Game day, the weather wasn't great, but the night before was pretty fun. I stayed in D.C. I know a lot of the other boys are up in Maryland. But, yeah, it was a good time. And, obviously the game made everything else more fun, just the outcome of that game. Everyone's in a good mood. But, yeah, that whole trip was a good time.
Did you hang out with Chandler at all?
I did not. We kind of fell off. I think he might be too big time for me now.
Ah, the suit. Yeah, he's not here. He's at the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, he's on another level up above me. So
I hate to hear that, man. I know our relationship has changed since his new position, but I hate to hear that your relationship has been affected as well.
It's a little disappointing, but I gotta give props to my man.
Yeah, no doubt. Because we were told via YouTube on the chat, somebody was up there, said he was quite the ladies' man. I didn't know if you had any stories to tell us, but
sadly I can't confirm or deny, but I wouldn't put it past him to make some moves.
Did you take? Are you still in a relationship, Patrick?
I am, yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Did you take your lady friend with you?
No, I went solo journey.
Does she not go on any of the road trips with you?
She went to Philly last year.
Oh yeah, Temple game.
Yeah, she had to work that Friday, and we got some dogs too. So her job is to watch the dogs.
Dog watcher, 10-4. Pirates win it, and what was it like? So Patrick, I like talking to you because you're a non-biased. You don't have the purple shades on. You are a non-biased reporter. How did you like seeing a little North Carolina, I'll call it a little rivalry play out in front of your eyes there in Annapolis? Was it it had to be a pretty good, fun game to watch live, right?
Yeah, it absolutely was. And, this is one of those games where, I feel like even if you're just some random fan from a non-natural disaster state, you could still get, down to watch this game. Because I feel like you could even just, at least where I was sitting in the press box, I feel like I don't know if animosity is the right word, maybe it is, but you could kind of feel that seeping through and into where we were sitting. It just felt like both teams were as soon as the game was played, they're like, all right, we're out here and we want to win. Because, some of these bowl games, it's just teams doing whatever and caring. You could totally see, these guys were both amped up to play this game, and obviously at the end, they were clearly playing with some passion there. So, yeah, you could definitely tell.
Yeah, and of course, we saw what happened there with the fisticuffs at the end of that game. What were you still in the press box at that time? Have you moved down? Did you get a glance at all that?
Yeah, we watched it up in the press box. There were still a few of us up there. And it just started out as, some guy chasing around looking for his towel, and then all of a sudden, it went nuts. And, literally my first thought was, these refs got to get out of here, because why would you want to be trying to break up these 300-pound giant athletes just so amped up fighting? That's got to be the worst job in America, to try to break that up.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to Greg Hudson every Thursday, former East Carolina defensive coordinator, who still is a big guy, but during his coaching days was very intimidating. And even he said when guys that big go at it, whether it's at practice with his own guys or if it's his guys versus another team, he said his job is not to break that up. That's not in his job description. He is staying away. And we saw that giant gash that the ref got from being in the middle of it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, because it's truly insane. Just these guys are super athletic, in shape, they're massive, and just fired up. So there's nothing you can do. You're just like a little fly to them, I'm sure. Get out of here. I got someone else to punch.
Do you blame Yannick Smith?
I don't know if I blame him. I think he's just a young kid playing in a game like this. He's probably feeling good after it was pretty clear they were going to win, but. I think emotions got the better of just about everybody.
Jared, you shook your head no. You seem to be a likes to fight guy. You have asked me to go to the parking lot at least once already. So you don't blame him for starting it?
He took his towel.
Yeah.
I grew up watching a lot of NC State football, and Bradley Chubb did that every single game. I get that was about 10 years ago, but, he took your towel. There's no reason to go up, push him in the back, take him to the ground, and just stir the pot and cause all that nonsense.
If I go over there right now, take that hat off your head, what are you going to do?
I'm like, hey, Clip, can I get that hat back?
If
you took my wallet, that'd be a different story, but an accessory, get out of town. Come on.
Are you wearing a watch?
No, I don't wear a watch.
Yeah.
I'm not a dinosaur.
You do have old man tendencies, but not wearing a watch. Wearing a watch is not one of them. Yeah, probably could have been handled a different way, I reckon. I thought it was kind of funny.
It's just, in the moment, that's what's going to happen. You're fired up. You've been playing for almost 4 hours, and then all of a sudden you lose at the end, and someone messes with your towel. You're like, you know what? What do I got to lose? I'm just going to go down.
Just going to go ham. So the Pirates end the season with that victory, and now a lot of newness, Patrick, getting to know some of these new coaches. Josh Aldridge was on the Brian Bailey Show on Monday, so got a little taste of what he's bringing to ECU football. Still got to get to know the strength coach. Thought we had a new cornerbacks coach, but that gentleman is apparently being rumored to go to Alabama now, so we still got some spots to fill in here. GM's been filled, some other spots, but still don't know about a cornerbacks coach here.
Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to how this all plays out, and I'm still kind of curious about the hierarchy of this, because he got a general manager now. I just wonder who he reports to, maybe what his. I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of curious to see this actually play out. I feel like you can kind of talk about different things, but I just want to see this thing in action. And I think it is huge to kind of get that defensive coordinator early. And I think especially when Blake's making that hire, or at least has some serious input in that hire as a defensive guy, you got to hope or understand that this new guy coming in knows what he's doing too.
I still got to get my brain around like Blake Harrell is the head man, because even yesterday we were talking about what's the defensive stuff going to look like, because Blake Harrell was the acting head coach while still being the defensive coordinator and making those calls. So now, is he more away from that as far as making the calls? Is Josh Aldridge making those calls? Is Blake Harrell? So like that is kind of fascinating to me as well. And next time we talk to Blake Harrell, we'll kind of dive into that. Is he going to be a little more hands off? Does he keep both hands on? Because both Mike Houston and Blake Harrell, it sounds like, gave the offense to John David Baker and the assistants. What's Blake Harrell do when it comes to the defense now?
Yeah, I would just imagine it would be something very similar. Because I feel like Blake, even a lot of times, when we talk to him after some games or in the midweek, he'd be like, yeah, it's weird. Someone asked me about a quarterback. We asked him how Caden Hauser's doing. He's like, he's doing great. So I still feel like he's going to have his fingerprints all over the defense. And I don't know, maybe it just depends on their relationship. When they get comfortable with each other, and he says, all right, maybe I'll have a hands off kind of view. You do your thing, and maybe come to me with what you got. But I think he's going to have his hands all over that defense. So I just think it's a passion of his. Every time he talks to him, man, he just loves talking about defense or something. So I feel like it'd be hard for him to totally give up.
Patrick, Caden Hauser, Jake Garcia, Raheem Jeter, all Pirates. How many are going to be Pirates after the spring game?
I would maybe say 2 of them. For some reason, I think Jeter sticks around unless he just really gets the itch to go play somewhere. But then, he doesn't really have any tape. He's just kind of a guy who's this age. It's like, hey, I'm, whatever he is, a junior, and I want to go play some football. So I feel like that'd be a hard move for him. But Garcia, does he really want to sit again? I think it's pretty clear that Caden's the guy. And if Caden wants to stay and keep being that guy, I think it's all his. And then, after that, I guess it's just kind of up to Garcia. I just can't personally imagine him just wanting to hang around.
Yeah, if he's got an opportunity to go play, he's going to go play. And you can't blame him for that. But it is nice to have a returning quarterback, Caden Hauser, and he still has opportunities to go elsewhere, but we certainly hope that is not the case. Rajay Harris, the hero from the Military Bowl, will be at Shimmer coming up on Saturday, taking pictures, signing autographs, kissing babies, and being the all-around good guy that he is. And Patrick, how about him breaking one? First of all, when you saw a run on 3rd and 10, were you like me and said, what? No. And then had to say, oh, good call, JDB. Or did you see something with that play?
No, I was kind of the same way, because when they were lining up, I'm like, you're backed up. I think they were on the 14-yard line, and it was 3rd and whatever. And I'm like, you can't get it to 4th down here. You got to drop something. And when they started running the ball, I'm like, I guess you're in 4-down territory. Maybe they hope you get whatever it was, 5 or 6, make it a manageable 4th. But all of a sudden, he just broke it off, and no one could catch him. Raji's a great runner. I know he's not going to always be the fastest dude on the field, but he had breakaway speed on that run, put one move on a guy, and he was gone. And I was just thinking, man, like, of all the guys on ECU football to make a game-changing play like that, it had to be Rajay, right? He's just in everyone's, top of mind when you think about that football team. And it was just good to see him do that. I know he battled back from an injury and finally healthy, and then for him to kind of put the team on his back, really, like, the last 5 games of the season, he was incredible.
Yeah.
So, he found a way to get it done.
Yeah, storybook ending for the Pirates, and Chad Stevens could have been the final chapter of that storybook if they didn't call forward progress and have a blown call there. But either way, comes out the pie. We got a little bit of a behind the scenes on that run and that call. John David Baker joined us on Monday and said that he knew that was a 4-down territory situation. So, first of all, he had called 3rd down runs previously. It worked both times. So he said he thought it would work, but even if it didn't, and he could peel off 6, 7, 8 there, they were going for it on 4th down anyway. So he had that in mind. But I remember at least one. He said there were 2 3rd and longs where they ran the ball and got 1st downs earlier in the game. So he certainly saw something there.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and just kind of look at those different runs. But Dave Doran in the postgame said something very similar. He said they got caught in a pass defense. I think they were doing a blitz or a pass blitz or something like that. And they were just in the wrong defense on that Rajay Harris's run. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, NC State was not even thinking about that. That wasn't even on their card at all. So that was definitely a well-timed play, and obviously you got to execute it, and they did.
Patrick, you going to Minji's tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there. I'll bring my pearly whites there, too.
We'll see you there.
He'll be blinding folks.
Well, I guess I'll see you there. I don't know about we.
Yeah, I'm out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out?
I hadn't talked to my dad. I don't know if he's going or not, but I'm gonna watch it at home.
Yeah,
It's hometown heroes night tonight, and I'm not a hero, so I'm gonna let the hometown hero shine.
You're my hero.
There goes my hero. Good one on Sunday, I guess, Patrick. Right? Was that an entertaining game or?
I don't know. I mean, it was fun, but I guess it was the most disappointing part of it. Yeah, sure, it was close, and yeah, it was tight at the end. But just the lack of shooting is so frustrating.
Yeah.
And you can just tell, like, if you can't knock down shots, this team isn't going anywhere. Like, you could rebound the heck out of the ball like they're doing. They had 20-something offensive rebounds. Insane. But if you can't shoot the ball, none of that matters. And they're just continually proving that every night.
Well, the three didn't even kill us. It was the free throws.
Oh, yeah. Threes, free throws. I mean, everything. Just when that ball leaves the hand, on the court, it's not going in. It's frustrating. And I kind of wrote something similar about that. Like, I know people like to kind of point out Rajay, but he's having his second best, field goal percentage of his career. I mean, he's still getting it done. I just think it's like a roster construction issue. They don't really have a big. They're not shooting the ball well. And I feel like if you're not perfect everywhere else, you're just going to stumble every time.
I compare Rajay and RJ a lot together. You mean RJ Felton, not Rajay, when you said that, right?
Yeah, I got Rajay.
I did it the other day.
Yeah, it happens. All right, we're up against it, Patrick. What is the Bears' big move this offseason? What's the head coach search looking like?
Gotta find a head coach. I'm seeing some of these names, and I'm just like burying my head in the sand already. Like, they want to interview Mike McCarthy. I was like, are you joking me? Like, don't tell anybody that. Just like, do that.
Keep that a secret.
Did you see Anthony Weaver, the Dolphins defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't have much faith. The Bears are going to Bears all over this thing, so I don't know.
Can my Commanders beat the Bucks?
I think that game's going to – you got to win or score 40 points to win that thing.
Ooh. What's the total?
50.5.
Ooh.
I think it's going to go over that.
Yeah, I like the over.
Fireworks. Okay. We can get in the shootout. We did it against the Bengals on the road earlier this year. Let's get in one of those games again.
Because that's how the Bucks play. Like, Baker just slings it everywhere, and they just hang on.
I am worried about their offense. They got some studs. Lions. Let's see. Who you like, the Lions or the Eagles in the NFC or other?
I like the Lions.
Okay.
I think the Eagles are a pretty complete team, but
I do
the
too.
Lions just find a way every time. I think that offense is going to be too much. But
yeah,
they also give up a ton of points. It'll be tough, but I like the Lions.
And if Kansas City doesn't get out of the West, is it Buffalo, Baltimore, or other?
Ooh, I'm still going to say Baltimore, I think. Buffalo, I think they're probably the better team, but there's something about them in the postseason. They always get tripped up.
Yeah, both Lamar and Josh Allen have had their issues.
Real quick, I did see something about the Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl history. So they won with Trent Dilfer.
Yep.
He was 28 years old. 12 years later, they won with Joe Flacco, who was 28 years old. And now 12 years later, here we are. Lamar Jackson is 28 years old.
Great stat, J-Bone.
It's almost as if an athlete in their prime is good at football.
Well, let's not say Trent Dilfer was an athlete or ever in his prime.
That is a good. How old were Ray Lewis and Jamal Lewis?
That wasn't a part of the graph.
Patrick, thanks for joining us, man. Enjoy your time at Minji's tonight. Congrats on the teeth, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Appreciate it, man. We'll see you.
There's P-Mace joining us. Let's take a break, come back, wrap up hour number 2, and we return Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rajay Harris, and I will be at the Shimmer on Greenville Boulevard, January 11th. Please, 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 please come out. I would love to see everybody, as y'all been showing me love my entire career here in East Carolina. I'm super excited to sign autographs and meet the fans. Hey, meet me there.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Hi, Pirates. This is Holton Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
This is Dale Murphy, 2-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day, and they have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, Pirate basketball home tonight against Temple in Minji's women's basketball team off to an 0-3 start in league play. I'm not super concerned. They're going to turn it on in the conference tournament, but need to win some games. They'll win their first one coming up Saturday against the Tulane Green Wave in Minji's. But 8-7, 0-3 for Kim McNeil's team. Mike Schwartz's team also sitting at 8-7, 0-2 in league play. Awful start to the season for these two basketball teams trying to get on track. And Temple Owls come in as 3.5-point underdogs in tonight's game. Pretty cool name on the Temple team, Jamal Mashburn Jr. I grew up watching Jamal Mashburn for Kentucky and then his NBA career as well with the Heat, Hornets, and other. But this Temple team coming in to the game 9-5 overall. They're 1-0 in conference play, and they are coming off a couple of wins against Wichita State and Buffalo. So they've won 2 in a row. They've actually won 5 out of 6. So playing pretty good basketball right now are those Temple Owls coming into Minji's Coliseum tonight. Hope you enjoyed that segment because we got to take another break. When we return, Holton Ahlers will join us. You'll hear that. Got the Fleet Feet rundown and more coming up. Hour number 3 of Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
How much America's in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America. Four Loko USA. Tastes like real.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. They're locally owned and operated. They do exclusive shipments and they don't share trucks. They also guarantee your delivery date. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or give them a call at 321-3200. Make the transition from your present to your future with ease and use the movers the Pirates have used for over 20 years. Advanced Moving and Storage. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Clip Brock, Shirley Rhodes, Jared Watkins, intern Grayson here. Riding along here on a Wednesday, a Pirate Basketball Wednesday. East Carolina in action tonight, taking on the Temple Owls. Let's talk some football and more with Holton Ahlers now. Talked to Holton earlier today as he joined me in Studio C. You'll see that and hear that. Here's my chat with Holt. Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate QB, host of the Holton Ahlers Show, son of the fill-in guest on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Holton Ahlers is here. What's up, Holt?
Clip, what's up, man?
It was cool to have more again for the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show after the Military Bowl, fielding some calls. And we had a fun night because we had a lot of fun, drunk Pirate fans that were excited after a win over NC State.
I think including me and Caden.
That might include you two guys. It looks like you guys had a lot of fun and emotional. Caden Norman in Annapolis.
Yeah, it was a good time. We really had a good time, and then obviously we kind of vlogged our trip and posted on the whole Ahlers show on X, and it was a good time though. I mean, we're look, now that we're not playing, it's like that was our first game really traveling to since we've played. And bowl game too, it was a great time.
Yeah, it looked cool. I saw some of your former teammates there, right?
Yeah,
so got to hang out with them, Pirate fans, and enjoy a hell of a ball game too. How about
awesome.
that?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It made me go back a little bit on my bowl games don't matter comments.
It does.
Because that game mattered.
It mattered. It mattered to one team at least,
and the outcome mattered.
Yeah,
I think.
Absolutely, 100%. And then look, it just builds up game one next year when we play State next year. So I'm pumped about it.
It certainly adds some pressure to Dave Dorn and stateside.
It does.
I think going into the opener next year.
Not happy with it. I think he is a perfect coach if they want to win 8 to 9 games and then randomly fall to 6 games one year, but then stay around that 8 to 9 win game. So they just got to decide if that's what they want to do or if they want to go get someone else to try to push the envelope.
And that kind of sounds like a negative when you bring it up that way, but winning 8 to 9 games,
it's great.
Could they go out and get somebody to maybe take them to a playoff? Sure, but they could also make an awful hire, fall for 3 or 4 years and have to reset the whole thing. So there's a lot of pro and college teams that are looking like the Mike Tomlin thing we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Like, are they cool with being in the playoffs every year if you don't make a run in the playoffs? as a Washington fan, yeah, I think I'd sign up for that. But as a Chiefs fan, you poo-poo that. So it kind of depends. It's perspective, right?
100%. That's a great analogy too. Is like literally Mike Tomlin with them. Yeah, I mean, I think State fans like Grace, my fiance, her family's all State fans, all went to State and stuff, and like. They like Dave Dorn, but like when they talk about him, it's not like they love him.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, yeah, he's a good coach, like he's done a good job, but it's not like he won't be loved there for years and years and years unless the next coach following just sucks. And then they're wow, we actually had something good with him.
And while I'm doing analogies, let's stick with State. Kevin Keats may not be long for the job there. I don't know, but takes him to a Final Four. It's almost like, would you rather have a pop-in run to a Final Four or a playoff once every 20 years, or consistency where you're a game or two away from maybe making it, and that's a tough call.
It is 100%. That's why the athletic directors get paid the big bucks.
That is true. Holton Ahlers joining us as we kind of tie a bow on football. Holton, it's like, all right, we got momentum going into the offseason, which is true, but all these new faces too. You're going to see an entirely new. I told Jarrett, like, we need a new Pirate Radio intern. I want to look at the rosters from the Military Bowl to Week 1 and see how different they are.
Yeah, I mean, like the fan base has momentum, the program has momentum, but do the players themselves have momentum? The ones who are here, Caden Hauser has momentum. He's going to go confident into the game. The coaches have momentum, the ones that are here. But like, there's going to be a lot of new faces, but get used to it. It ain't changing anytime soon.
We might have the same starting quarterbacks for the game, which would be cool, I guess.
That'd be nice,
At least we're on path for that. Talked to John David Baker earlier this week on Pirate Radio Live and kind of talked about his transformation, which he was consistent, I think, during his interviews throughout the season, but we started to see more social media posts.
Yeah.
He started to buy in more to the Pirate thing, it felt like. And I asked him about that, and he said, look, winning is fun. Like, you want to have fun, and he got more confident. I think the players did as well, and we saw him get a little looser, I think, the second half of the season.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you saw him find his way a little bit. And like when I was breaking down the film earlier in the year, like you could tell, and even I mentioned, like, you could tell that he was using some of the Lane Kiffin stuff, but they weren't going full out yet. And then it seemed like midway through the year, about 25% through the year, he started to slowly develop his own kind of personality with the play calls, and then he really got into his bag later in the year.
No doubt. And it led to some really fun football and attractive football. We've talked about that this week where, we're going to lose some guys, Chase Sowell, but John David Baker said, you see the yards we put up, had 1,000-yard running back.
Yeah.
Like, you saw that the players are going to want to come play in this offense and
100%.
be a part of this team.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the coaches yesterday on the defensive side of the ball, and they were saying they were looking for a certain position, and with NIL, sometimes it's hard to like compete with some of these schools. And we pretty much were just like, yeah, but you keep winning, you keep having a fun defense and a fun offense. Like, guys are going to want to come here because they're still going to get paid. They might not get paid $250,000 like some of these schools, but they'll get paid, and you'll have at least have the chance to put up numbers to go play in the NFL where the real money is.
Holden, you're out of the program as far as not being a player, but still in it. You know a lot of folks in it. Have you met any of the new coaches at all? We had Josh Aldridge on the other day, new strength coach here. Like, have you?
No, I haven't really. I try to like kind of stay away like physically from the program. Like, I've talked to the people that I know over there. But yeah, I haven't. I'm sure I will, soon. But yeah, I haven't met many of them yet.
Let's talk playoffs. Ohio State looks like a machine since their loss to Michigan, and they are the team to beat right now. They got Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame coming up on Thursday night. I have to keep reminding myself we've got a playoff game to watch tomorrow night. That's fun.
Can't wait.
But let's break down the two games. What do you think about the Penn State Notre Dame matchup?
I think that's those two teams that I kind of not trashed all year, but I just thought it's the same old. I think Penn State will win, but it wouldn't. I think Notre Dame may have the edge. I just think Penn State's quarterback's really, really, really good.
I like Notre Dame, but the Riley Leonard versus Allard matchup, and I like Leonard because he is a dog, as people say, and can run the ball, but can he throw if he needs to?
And that's the thing is, like, one of these schools are going to make him say you're not running. And, like, he can throw, but he's, like, 50-50. Whereas, like, one of these schools are going to say, I'm going to take away half of your game. I'm going to make you only throw it. And then, like, it's not that he can't throw it. It's like, is that offense built for him to throw it?
Yeah.
That's the question that I have to ask. I do think the coaching matchup, I think Marcus Freeman with Notre Dame has the edge. I think he's the perfect guy for Notre Dame to take them from winning 10 games a year and then losing one game and not, losing the big games. I think he's the guy to win the big games.
They're a good mix of like physical tough, but also can throw a trick play on you. Like that Northern Illinois loss is still like head scratching how it happened. With the way they played, the Huskies played the rest of the year, and what Notre Dame has done since then. And then you got Texas, Ohio State, which going into it, these are a couple of your favorites to win, but in the games we've seen so far, Ohio State has almost put themselves above everybody. Do you think they beat Texas?
I think so. It wouldn't surprise. Like, my brother's a huge Texas fan, and like Texas fans do not like Quinn Ewers, which is wild. But I think Ohio State has literally put together a machine. Like, if Will Howard just goes and plays the offense, which he's done great, and that's what's going to make him an NFL draft pick probably, is literally just getting the ball to the guys that are supposed to get the ball. He has Chip Kelly calling the plays. Like, that they've spent so much money with the coaching staff and with the players to build a machine to go win the college football playoff, where like I'd be shocked if they don't.
There was that receiver, Jeremiah
Smith is insane.
Could be. I've heard like people that follow would say he'd be the #1 pick. I don't know how true that is. We haven't seen has a wide receiver been picked first since Keyshawn in the 90s?
I don't think so. People thought Marvin Harrison had a chance.
And Harrison didn't have a great rookie year with Arizona.
He didn't. And then crazy enough, so that Jeremiah Smith is Geno Smith's cousin or nephew. And when I was with Seattle, Jeremiah was still a senior. I think I've told this story.
Me about that,
And Gino was like, my nephew is a 5-star, and he could be playing in the NFL right now. And we're like, dude, you're crazy.
And you did the whole, my nephew, sure, whatever, dude.
And I'm like, wow, I didn't know your nephew was the best receiver on the planet. I didn't realize that.
He is the real deal. Looking forward to the playoffs coming up Thursday, Friday, which leads us into NFL playoffs. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, let's break down those matchups. Let's go QBs with Holton Ahlers. So we'll go Texans, Chargers first. Sophomore slump for Stroud, or how do you explain?
Still took them to the playoffs, though. He still changed their culture a lot, but.
And then Herbert on the other side.
I like Justin Herbert a lot. I like Jim Harbaugh a lot. I'm kind of pulling for them, but I like C.J. Stroud too. But I think Jim Harbaugh and Jalen Johnson's a practice squad receiver for the Chargers, so pulling for him to get to the Super Bowl, maybe get a ring.
And then you've got Lamar and Russ. I'll take Lamar in that matchup. Even like seeing his numbers yesterday, we were going through some. We were looking at who had the most interceptions thrown this year and all that, and seeing Lamar 41-4, I think was touchdown.
Absurd.
Like that's crazy, and it's like. Yeah, let's give Josh Allen the MVP. You can't give it to Lamar every year, but I mean, 41-4.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm happy for Russ. I think it's cool that he got them to the playoffs after not doing great at all with the Broncos. That's another story with the Broncos making it. But the Ravens are I think they're too good right now to beat in the playoffs, especially that early on.
Early game Sunday, you've got Jarrett's favorite quarterback, Bo Nix, taking on Josh Allen, who this is like Josh Allen's time here. Like, we know what he can do. He's phenomenal. He runs the ball better than 98% of the quarterbacks. Yeah. But can they get through the playoffs? And I think they can take care of this one on Sunday. But how about the long-term prospect for the Bills here?
Yeah, you would see something funny is if the Bills lose. See their fan base, I think it'd be
now. Are you bringing that up because you think it's a possibility?
I think it is a possibility. Okay. Yeah. I think the Broncos are just peaking at the right time. They're the team that no one expected to do anything this year, and I've been high on Bo Nix since he came out. I thought he played a lot of years of college football. We have the same quarterback trainer. I've trained with him a couple times. I knew he could spin it. And I just think like the Broncos literally have nothing to lose. The Bills probably go in there and roll them, but going in there with nothing to lose in the playoffs and a young team of just being like, you know what, this is our first time playing in the playoffs. Like, let's just go out there and hit him in the mouth and see what happens. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if it was a close game.
Every year there's a team that we say, it was Seattle, 2 years, whenever Geno had his big didn't write back year or whatever, where we said they're going to be the worst team in the league or whatever. And Denver is that team this year. Yep. Like, they were not looked at as a strong team going into the year. Sunday night, I skipped a game. Let's go Sunday afternoon. This one's a weird one because we don't know the full health details of Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts. So
yeah, I like the Packers in this one. Crazy enough, I like the Packers.
I like them all year long, but I'm kind of down on them right now. Maybe they rise up, but I do like Philly in this game.
Packers do have a lot of injuries outside of that. Like I think Christian Watson towards ACL. I think it'll be a fun one. I think football's better when Green Bay's better, especially in the NFL. Kind of same with the Eagles, though. I mean, Eagles fans are cool too, but Eagles have been good for a couple of years now. I just like to see the Packers go in there and win.
We'll talk more Lions next week, but saw David Montgomery could return for round 2.
Yeah.
What are they saying about Aiden Hutchinson? You heard anything, Jared? Yes. So there's a chance. What if they get him back for the Super Bowl? But they've got a lot of guys banged up. They are waiting to see who they'll play in round 2. Sunday night, my Commanders, Jaden Daniels in the playoffs, and Baker Mayfield. The reclamation project continues. Dave Canales got a head coaching job. Jared thinks the coordinator from the Bucs currently, what's his name? Liam Cohen could maybe get a job. But Baker is either making them look good or he's making them look good. But the Bucs are a good team. I think it's a winnable game for my Commanders. How do you feel about it?
I think so, too. I think I would lean towards the Commanders, honestly. The only thing that you wouldn't is Baker. I mean, does have the experience, and those guys all are experienced together. I mean, a couple of them have won a Super Bowl, so I wouldn't be surprised if Jaden Daniels makes a run at it. I mean, it seems like that type of year where he's made the big plays when he's had to, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if they make a run.
I'm excited about it. Not that Mike Evans is an old, decrepit man, but it seems like an ageless wonder now, continuing to get it done. And that McMillan dude is a little bit scary, too, that receiver they have now. And Bucky had a great – so they've got an offense. I think we can score on them a little bit, but should be a fun one Sunday night. And then we go to Monday – where you've got the old veteran Matthew Stafford taking on Sam Darnold, who had a fantastic – if he was in a 17-week season like we used to play, he'd be an MVP candidate. Instead, we saw what happened week 18, and now everybody's like, uh-oh, is this the real Sam Darnold? So how about the Vikings coming off that loss last week, Holton, going into L.A.?
Yeah, that's a weird because you don't know what Sam Darnold you're getting. I think the Vikings are really hard to beat, but I do know the Rams have a little bit of magic. Like, how are the Rams? I mean, they have good players and stuff like that, but like every year you go into, you're like, are the Rams going to be terrible or like amazing this year? And they just continue to win and win and win. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make a little run as well. But I mean, we'll see. I'm pulling for Sam Darnold. I like Sam Darnold. I like that offense a lot. Both of those offenses are kind of very similar, quarterback friendly, so we'll see.
J-Bone has that as his game of the week. What's your favorite matchup this week, Holton, if you had to pick one?
I like yours, Commanders.
I think
Commanders and Bucks. I like it a lot.
Should be entertaining.
It's like, I think those are the two teams that like whoever wins that game like could make a little run.
A little dangerous?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that. Let's do Holton Ahlers' NBA minute, which could be a New York Knicks minute. But what should we be following in the NBA right now? I'm a little out of it.
Knicks.
Yeah. How are they doing?
They're 24-12 right now. They're on a 3-game losing streak, sadly. But the trade deadline's coming up, so we're going to make some trades, close the team around because we're getting tired and a little banged up right now.
As a bit of an outsider that follows it a little bit, is it still kind of Celtics and everybody else, or who are the contenders?
It's the Cavs and everyone. Cavs
That's right,
are 31-4. So, yeah, I mean, the top two in the East, obviously the Cavs and the Celtics. The Knicks are like 2 games behind the Celtics. They got 1 game behind and then went on a 3-game losing streak. But I think by the end of the season, the Cavs gotta fall off some. They're not the Warriors of a couple
They're not
years
a
ago.
70-win team, are they?
I mean, we keep saying that, but they just haven't fallen yet. But we'll see. I like where the Knicks are. As long as they finish top 4 in the East, I think we're fine. But other than that, yeah, man.
Have you dove into any college hoops yet, or you?
I have not. I'm staying away. I watch NBA a lot. I love NBA. So.
Gotcha. All right. Holton Ahlers joining us. Steve Shankwiler on the pod, and had Shank on our best of, had a lot of Holton Ahlers on our best of last week, as you had a lot of great interviews. But I enjoyed talking to Shank. This was maybe before the last season started, but a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of information, and a great guy to talk to.
He's great. It was a really good interview, and he's one that a lot of people have actually asked for. We tweeted out, and a bunch of people responded to that.
I was going to suggest him when I saw that question, and then I think the next day you popped up, Steve Shankwiler will join us this week. I was like, that's weird. But.
He serves a big role for, like, he's like alumni relations now for football, which is, huge, especially as an alumni now. Me and Caden both are. And then, he coached me. He was offensive line coach when I was there for 4 years. And then, he was coaching back in 1986 for ECU. So, he has a ton of connections, tons of stories. He was a really, really good interview.
His last year coaching, I remember asking him on Media Day, how the hell do you connect with kids these days? Yeah. And he said that just like it was in the 70s, 80s, good players still want to be coached hard. He finds those guys. Yeah. And I was like, wow, okay. So he finds that. And then I'm sure their music tastes are different and everything else, but you got to find that one connection if you can find it.
Like, I mean, Noah Henderson's one of my really, really close friends, and obviously, Shank coached him, and like Noah loves him to death, and like they're totally opposite people. So,
Holton, are you going to talk to any? Like, everybody has NFL aspirations, but would you give some of these players advice that are leaving ECU now to, hey, maybe try the UFL, try something else? Like, if they ask you about it, what do you say to them?
Yeah, for sure. I've already talked to, honestly, a good amount of the senior class, just I'm friends with them.
Yeah.
And then, we've had them on the podcast and stuff too, and just talked to them off air. But, I think just pursue the NFL thing, but the UFL is like a very, very good avenue. You see Garrett McGinnis, he's like his 6th or 7th year in the UFL now. At least I think. I'm not trying to crap on Garrett, but I think he's been there. He's a veteran in that league, and he's bounced between the NFL and not. It's a great career to have, which is kind of where I'm, leaning towards now. So it's a great league if you want to keep playing football and make some good money, and probably not as stressful as the NFL either.
I'll read this on the air. I used Garrett McGinn's chat for a best of segment, and I did for Zay as well. So I just said, what's up to those guys? I was like, hey, I used your segment on the best of. Maybe think about you. Hope you're doing well. Garrett said, Clip, what up, dog? How we doing, man? I'm great, bro. Hope you have a happy new year. Bring that juicy ass to a UFL game. And I said, that's an invitation I can't turn down. So
that is hilarious.
He is the same old Garrett McGinn.
Same old
after
Garrett.
All these years.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff, man. We'll check out Steve Schenkweiler on the Holton Ahlers show, and can't wait for another year, man. Y'all killed it last year.
Appreciate it.
Really grew it, and looking forward to what you got this year.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun, and Caden's trying to convince me to change to the Caden Norman show, so he's he's pushing it. But it's been great. The way we've grown is probably more than we've ever thought, but it's continuing to grow, and hopefully people enjoy it.
Caden knows ball, no doubt about that. Thanks, Holt.
Yep.
There is Holton Ahlers joining us on a Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, our Fleet Feet rundown. Look at the college hoops action tonight. We've got Alan Jackson news. Anytime there is Alan Jackson related news, Jarrett will bring that to the forefront. So we'll have that for you. And we'll get to know intern Grayson as well. All that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
David Garrard, ENC football legend and all-time passing leader.
I get hit, I get knocked down, and it's an opportunity for me to either stay down or get back up. And I always chose to get back up, and that's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Like so many of you dealing with aching joints and chronic pain, David Garrard wanted long-term pain relief that didn't involve surgery, drugs, and downtime. He chose the natural, regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics here in Greenville. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation, 252-765-PAIN.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, relax, and have fun. That's why Atavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Atavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Atavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AtavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Atavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Atavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
Hi Pirates, this is Holton Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They're open from noon until 2 a.m., 7 days a week, and they've got something going on every night. Coming up on Thursday, you can enjoy Singo and karaoke. On Friday night, it'll be the JP Guns Band performing. On Saturday, it'll be the Lost Artists, and of course, all weekend long. Ladies get in absolutely free. And they have all your Sunday Fun Day covered as well. You can kick off the day at the Buck every Sunday with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. And they do a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock, and you can score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, I'll be at the Buck Monday night for some sports trivia and some wild card action. Rams and Vikings. Looking forward to that. I'll be at Overtime Tavern coming up Thursday night for sports trivia, watching Penn State Notre Dame. That'll be a lot of fun coming up on Thursday. All right, we'll get to our Fleet Feet rundown. A-Harp, tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right. Thank you, Alex Harper, our Fleet Feet rundown. We'll look at some college hoops tonight, and I'm going to try to get into it. I'm not making any promises, but, I mean, I follow it night to night, look at scores, but don't really dive into it. Once again, you've got several matchups of home teams favored against ranked teams, most notably Villanova and UConn. Villanova, 10-5. They are 3-1 in the Big East already, but they're 1.5-point favorites over UConn. UConn has not lost a game in, what do you call them, the Continental 48 or whatever?
The lower 48.
The lower 48. As long as they're, although aren't we more north than Hawaii?
That's a good question.
Yeah, thank you. Outside of Hawaii, in the state of Hawaii, UConn is 12-0. They're 0-3 on the island, 12-0 here in the lower upper 48. But they are an underdog tonight at Villanova. That game actually starts at 6:30 in PA. Also tonight, ranked action, Alabama double-digit favorites against South Carolina. Arkansas is a favorite against ranked Ole Miss. So there's another example of a home team favorite. Even to a lesser degree here, East Carolina, 3.5-point favorite over Temple, who's been playing good basketball of late. But the Pirates are favored tonight, 7 o'clock in Minges. Miami is 4-10. They are favored at home against 10-4 Florida State. So you just look at some of these lines. They look a little wacky, but the final scores, they end up making sense because home court does matter. And it's not like there's a ton of separation for a lot of these teams. By the way, the Bonnies, 14-1 to start the year. They are on the road, and they are dogs to 9-6 St. Louis, 3.5-point favorites are the Billikens.
They're great against the spread. I saw that.
Billikens?
No, Bonnies.
They're 14-1. I would assume they are. Of course, that doesn't mean they cover every spread.
I think they like 13-2
against the spread. All right, so look at that for tonight. The Bonnies playing great. Texas A&M top 10 on the road. They are dogs tonight. Against Oklahoma. Jarrett, you seem to be either looking near my crotchal region
I'm looking at them. I don't know if my mic's on.
Your mic's on. Talk now.
Is my mic? Yeah, now I hear myself.
You need little headphones action.
Oh, okay, my bad.
All right, you're good to go. So there is some of the college basketball action going on tonight. Jarrett Watkins will be in Minges, as will intern Grayson. Now, did she spell that or did you spell that?
I spelled it wrong, and then she corrected me.
So it's an A, not an E.
An A, not an E.
Yep. Okay. Grayson. Grayson, welcome to Pirate Radio.
Thank you.
So we'll get to know you a little bit. Where are you from?
Roxborough.
All right. What's that near?
North of Durham. It's about 40 minutes outside of Durham.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
Person High School.
Okay. All right. Any famous alums?
Maybe me one day.
Now, this is not an insult. I don't even know if it's a compliment. It's an observation. You look like a future country music star.
Oh, thank you. I've heard that before, Carrie Underwood.
Doesn't she look like somebody that would be a country music singer?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not a very good singer, though.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Neither are they.
Do you karaoke at all?
I actually went and did karaoke last night.
Wow, okay. Fresh. What did you sing?
Our Song by Taylor Swift.
Very nice.
Oh, I was thinking Your Song by Elton John. I don't think I know Our Song by Taylor Swift. There's only one Taylor Swift song that really matters, and that, of course, is Christmas Tree Farm.
I'm not really a Swiftie, so.
Neither am I. I just love.
Have you heard Christmas Tree Farm?
I have not.
There we go.
That is crazy.
More on my side.
Wow. What kind of music do you listen to?
A little bit of everything. I do like country music.
Okay, fair enough. What is your relationship to sports? Did you play sports growing up?
I did. I actually played volleyball, golf, and soccer.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, good deal. Are you a sports fan? Do you watch sports?
I do watch sports.
All right, who are your favorite teams?
Well, obviously ECU. My family, my dad is an alumni, so
Cool.
I grew up going to the games, and I'm also a Duke fan since I'm so close to Durham.
Dookie. They're off to a great start this year. Any pro teams?
No.
All right, don't care either way. Why are you interning at Pirate Radio?
I had a few friends send me an Instagram posting, and they were like, you need to do this. Like, this would be awesome. And I got up with Glenn, and he was awesome, and now I'm here. Yeah.
All right. Not a lot of people say Glenn's awesome. Shout out Big
awesome.
Dog. Glenn's awesome. No, shout out to the Big Dog. So what do you want to do with this internship? Today you're learning the video production, but I understand tonight you'll be in Minges taking pictures, doing stuff like that. So is that what would you like to kind of learn or focus on?
Honestly, everything, like anything I can learn. Like, I really like the content creation side, but I also I like being behind the camera too. So I like to dip my toes in the water.
PJ says Roxborough is north of Hurdle Mills also. Okay.
Nice.
I'll take your word for it.
Hurdle Mills is like 10 minutes from Roxborough.
Okay. Sounds like a couple of locals talking there. Shirley, did you have something?
Yes. You asked about some famous alums.
Yeah.
From Person High School.
Yeah. What you got?
One of them is Jack Cameron, who played with the Chicago Bears in 1984. He was a kick returner.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Is this
Brendan
right?
Haywood?
We got some names here. I was going to let Shirley name some names, but
Sorry, that's before my time.
are all these right?
Wait, no,
This can't be right.
Go up to Brendan Haywood says Dudley High School.
Yeah, this is okay. Glenn High School. Okay, this isn't right. Never mind. All right. Anything else, Shirley?
The only other one is a military, I guess, famous alum.
Okay.
Dave Hodge. He also was a coach in Person County, but he was a Purple Heart recipient. He served in the U.S. Navy during World War II.
Okay. Thank you for your service. Who is Wendy Palmer?
Wendy Palmer actually
She was a basketball coach.
She was a basketball McDonald's All-American, Pac-6 Player of the Year in track, basketball, and volleyball, and was the North Carolina high jump champion for 3 consecutive years. She played at the University of Virginia, was the ACC Player of the Year in 95 and 96. Her jersey has been retired, and also played in the WNBA for 11 years.
So you're aware of that name?
I am
Great.
aware of that name, yes.
All right, cool. Wendy Palmer. Shout out. We need to get her on the show. That'll be your first.
Inducted into the Person High School Hall of Fame in 2020.
Very cool.
Your high school has a Hall of Fame?
My high school has a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think. Don't all high schools?
Yeah,
have
I
a
think
Hall of
so.
Fame?
I don't know. My high school had like 100 people.
I don't think
so.
mine has. I don't remember if Farmville Central has one. I may be wrong on that, but I don't think we have one.
Shirley, you know it would be cool, although it would be probably a job you wouldn't want to get involved in with the politics and everything. But if you got with some folks and started a Farmville Central Hall of Fame.
I mean, we do have some notable names that would go into that Hall of Fame class.
First class, I'd put Mofo Morris Foreman.
Without question. Morris Foreman, Jarvis Lang.
Maybe you throw Dixon Sauls in there.
Dixon
for his
Sauls, Lisa
longevity.
Lang. Half of the Lang family.
KD
Tony Lang.
KD Lang.
No, not KD Lang. Brenda Reed.
Of course, Brenda. You were about to say Brenda Reed, weren't you? I saw it.
Donald and Ronald Reed, the Reed twins.
There you go. So anybody named Reed or Lang?
Mike Terrell. I mean, I could go down the list. There are quite a few that we could probably put in there.
I feel like she's just naming people she hung out with in high school. I don't know any of these people.
No, these are people.
Legends.
Look, Farmville's a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
How about,
Huh?
I was going to say, how about Turquavion? You know that name?
Turquavion. Baby
Turquavion
T.
Smith, Baby T.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Went to state.
Yep.
Is he in the NBA?
No, he is playing in the Chinese Basketball League.
All right.
He is playing for the
Good food
Dragons. I forget what the...
Shirley, that's racist.
No, it's not. That's the name of the team. It's like the Golden Dragons or the Dragons. I looked him up. I Googled
Dragons
him up.
is the name of every team.
He
over
could be
there.
playing for the Guangdong Tigers. That's
Wow.
not racist. That's an actual team name, okay?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is...
If I look that up and it's not,
look
you're
up
fired.
the Chinese Basketball League. It's whatever the Dragons are. That's the team he plays on.
All right, the Guangdong Tigers. Excuse me.
Although if you Google Guangdong Tigers, the team does pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. I don't want to know. I am not going to
I only know
Google
from
that.
that Shaq
but
clip.
look up the Chinese Basketball League.
All right, let's move on.
Ni hao.
I'm just
What does that
saying.
mean?
I don't know. It's just in that.
Well, you shouldn't say stuff you don't know, dude.
I'm just quoting Shaquille O'Neal, man.
All right.
You know what?
I think ni hao means hi.
Yeah, see?
Like
Ni hao.
that show, Ni Hao Kai Lan.
There we go.
Yeah.
The Chinese Basketball Association features the Flying Tigers, the Southern Tigers. I believe it's the Flying
Western
Dragons he plays
Dragons.
for.
Fire-breathing
and
dragons.
Let me hold on. Let me pull up.
Long dragons you see in the parade dragons.
Big dragons.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You like dragons, right?
Nope. Ain't gonna get me, son.
All right. Can we move on, or you got something, Shirley?
No, we're not. I'm going to.
Can y'all come up with a question to ask Grayson? Like we do Morgan Ahlers?
Yeah.
What you got?
What's ideal sandwich? You go into the cupboard. What are you pulling out for the sandwich?
If I'm making it myself?
Yeah.
Probably just like turkey and cheese with like honey mustard, maybe.
Nice. What are your thoughts on bologna?
Ugh, no bologna.
No bologna.
Bologna is bologna. I like she said, if I'm making it myself, and you kind of scoff, you're going to be like, no, woman, making it for me.
No. I didn't mean it like that.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Shirley, do you have a question for Grayson?
No, because I'm still looking for.
Oh, what's your favorite movie? That's a big deal.
Jiangsu Dragons of the Chinese Basketball Association. That's who he played for.
Okay.
Now he is playing for, I can't even pronounce that.
Of course you can. What's their mascot?
The what kind of... Oh, it's a professional basketball club in Istanbul, Turkey.
All right. Speaking of turkey.
Yeah.
You like turkey. What's your favorite movie?
I really like the new movie Carry On Netflix.
Okay. I saw that. That was all right. I like Jason Bateman.
Mine's Jaws.
I have a question. Favorite song that no matter how old it is or how far back you go, when you hear it, it just brings you joy?
Now, remember, she's a little younger than us. So.
I know she is.
Maybe not joy, but like definitely a car bangers Before He Cheats. I can sing that song to the top of my lungs. Like, windows down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good karaoke song.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been cheated on? And if so, did you key the guy's car or truck?
No, I've only ever had one boyfriend because I don't like men that much, and I broke up with him, so no.
Are you holding that against us, though?
No.
Like, will you give us a chance to be, co-workers? And...
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay,
I
all
love
right.
that men in that sense.
You're not a
You know,
man hater.
I'm not a man hater. I'm a little boy hater.
Oh, little boy hater.
Speaking of little boys, Zach
I like her
Kaplan
already.
is going to be watching the Penn State Nittany Lions tomorrow.
We are very immature around here, so you might end up hating us. All right, let's get to... Actually, let's take a break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because this needs a tease. We've got major Alan Jackson news.
This is a big deal.
This is a huge story. Jared is our go-to guy for all things Alan Jackson news. We'll have that for you when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
PestTech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. PestTech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the PestTech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. PestTech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. family. Go Pirates.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly. Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
Pirate Radio.
See that door right there? One marked pirate. You think a pirate lives in there?
The voice of the pirate nation.
I see a door marked private. Is that the door you're talking about?
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at your stock market report for today. The Dow was up 106 points and closed at 42,635. The NASDAQ, however, dropped 10 points at 19,478. The S&P rose 9 points and finished out the day at 5,918. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we got Alan Jackson news on the Fleet Feet Rundown. So, like, you're one of the first things you ever said on Pirate Radio was your favorite Christmas song.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not.
No, it is.
But it was a memorable. It was Alan Jackson, Santa's coming.
Santa's going to come in a pickup truck.
Santa's going to come in a pickup truck.
It's about celebrating Christmas in the South. And, you know, you hear all these Christmas songs about white Christmas and how's Santa going to get here with his reindeer without snow. So don't worry about the weather. Santa's going to come in a pickup truck.
Santa's going to come in a pickup truck. Are you a Alan Jackson fan?
Yeah, number one.
So he's your guy.
That's my guy.
Okay. I was looking at some songs.
What's up, my guy?
What's up, my guy? During the break. Shirley, we all know Chattahoochee and a lot of Alan Jackson songs. But I got to tell you, I totally forgot about one of the best. Living on Love. That is a great song.
I can't remember the name of the song, but I always found it kind of, one, Little Bitty was one that I enjoyed just because it was a little bit different than what I've been used to.
Described you as that.
And then there's one where, and I can't tell you what the name of it is, but basically, I'm in love with you, but I can't remember your name.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what the title of that song is.
I can't remember your name.
He's got a hell of a discography though.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
The older
there's no
I
question
get,
about it.
newer one. That
2021.
Yeah,
he's still coming out with stuff.
Oh, he's got some in the vault coming out pretty soon.
All right, so you are a big Alan Jackson fan, and you came to me today and said we got to have this on the rundown. What is the latest Alan Jackson related news?
Georgia woman who thought she was talking to Alan Jackson scammed out of $3,000 in Apple gift card, and the lead is the first sentence is the funniest. This Georgia woman was not having a good time after she found out she wasn't talking to the real Alan Jackson.
Man, of all of the celebrities, singers, people you could go by online to scam somebody, they chose Alan Jackson, which I think is pretty good because it's not like, hey, I'm Kanye. Hey, I'm somebody relevant today. I'm Alan Jackson. Remember me from the 90s? Remember when?
Well, when you're trying to scam, as the article said, a 76-year-old woman in Columbia County, Georgia.
Good call.
Yeah, you're going to go with Alan Jackson.
So, wait, did the person pretending to be Alan Jackson ask that woman for $3,000?
Well, so what the article says is somebody posing as Alan Jackson's manager, whose name is Baker, which is not Alan Jackson's manager. That's Debbie, as we all know.
Oh, Deb. I call her Deb.
Okay. But he posed as her, got her in contact with Alan Jackson, and then apparently fake Alan Jackson was like, I'm going through a divorce. I can't pay my bills. Please help me out. Send me some money.
I'll write a song about you.
Yeah, and she did. And then another article linked in this one, it happened in July of 2024. A Massachusetts woman sent a fake Vince Gill over $350,000.
This is running rampant in the South amongst country music fans.
Yes.
A fake Vince Gill. All right, I'm John Michael Montgomery. Can I have a few bucks?
I'm Travis Tritt. Lend me some money.
So
there's quite a bit of that going on. There's actually a documentary, if you have a chance, on Hulu. One of my favorite bands is Tegan and Sarah.
Yeah.
And Tegan, there was a person that was impersonating Tegan, and not only did they defraud fans, but it actually cost them business because they were reaching out to record companies. They were talking to managers of venues. Like, they totally almost derailed their career because of this one particular imposter. But there is a documentary on Hulu that talks about being catfish like that.
I listened to a podcast and I was looking at episodes I'd missed during the break, and they basically watch these shows or whatever and do a podcast about it. But it said the catfishing of Tegan and Sarah, and I meant to ask you about that.
Yeah.
I have not listened to it, so I might just watch the documentary instead.
Yeah, watch the documentary because it is absolutely frightening, the lengths that some of these scammers will go to. And, I mean, even at one point fooled a fan into thinking that, they were in a relationship with Tegan. So it was just, it's scary.
This lady was posting on her Facebook about how she's in a relationship with Alan Jackson.
That's sad.
And all her friend had to call the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
And like all her friends were like, hey, this is fake. And she's like, nope, I'm in a relationship with Alan Jackson.
Yeah, well, unless you saw Alan Jackson in person, you went in a relationship with Alan Jackson.
Probably a sweet old lady.
Yeah, probably.
You got to be careful on these Facebooks, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful because even some of the most attentive people can get scammed.
But this is cool, guys. We have Randy Travis in the YouTube chat right now.
Randy Travis can't speak because he had a stroke. Well, I guess he could type. All right.
Oh,
dude. Okay, none of these people are speaking. They're typing.
Excuse me.
Randy Travis. Now, for some reason, his name is Michael Pinule, like his YouTube name, but he probably goes by an alias because he doesn't want everybody to know.
Yeah.
But
Randy Travis is probably a stage name.
Randy Travis here. My wife left me. I need some Chili's gift cards. We got to get some gift cards from Chili's to Randy Travis.
Well, we don't have Chili's gift cards, but
I mean,
I know. We'll go out and purchase. It's
but
Randy freaking Travis, dude.
Oh yeah,
3 wooden crosses.
I told you so.
I got scammed on Facebook thinking I was talking to a friend of mine who needed some assistance, and I sent money, and it turns out it wasn't her.
For real?
Yeah, it happened. It probably happened about 10 years ago, but yeah, it was like $300.
These are the advantages of being a bad friend. I would not help out any of these people, scam or no scam.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I am not one of those people.
Grayson, could you go get us $40 in Chili's gift cards to give to Randy Travis, please? Eric says, send me money forever and ever. Amen. I'm gonna eat at Chili's forever. All right, wrapping up Pirate Radio Live, and we return after these words.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Harris breaks free, has the first down, makes a man miss. It's a foot race. Rajay Harris, 86-yard touchdown.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? It's your guy, Rajay Harris. Please come out. I would love to see everybody. As y'all been showing me love my entire career here in East Carolina. Hey, meet me there.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America. Four Loko USA. Tastes like real love.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our Float Therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KyrasFloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. It's a low inventory market. Right now, Pitt County is experiencing a shortage of homes on the market, especially at certain price points. Currently, there's only about 2.5 months of home inventory available, with the average sales price sitting right at $300,000. Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Wrapping it up on a Wednesday. We'll be back with you Thursday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live, recapping ECU and Temple. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson will join us. Caden Norman as well to recap his emotional trip to Annapolis for the Military Bowl. Zach Kaplan and Chandler Honeycutt live from Miami with an Orange Bowl preview. We'll have that and more coming your way on Thursday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. For Shirley Rhodes, J-Bone, Jared Watkins, and intern Grayson, I am Clip Brock. Talk to you Thursday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, and